We're live! Oh, we are live. It's that time again. We are live. Oh, this is great. I just finished lunch and I need to grab my phone because phone chat has been the greatest invention that I have ever created. I just have to say, I've never created something as amazing as phone chat. It's been the greatest innovation for my stream. It's truly amazing. Hello, I'm Marcus. Thank you for being here just immediately 1 minute as soon as the stream starts. Ah, that's just great. Exclamation mark, I hug. Thank you for the hug, Marcus. The hugs are very appreciated. I do the magical virtual hug back. It's okay. Hello, talkativeness. Oh yeah, it's a stream, so I am always talkative. Plus, I just ate lunch, like I said, so I have energy apparently, according to science. So we're gonna be talking the whole time. It's gonna be great. I'm not gonna be tired at all. It's gonna be just fine. How are you today? That's a good question. I know. I'm like still hyped because of course like we're gonna talk about like continuing the stream. We won the event. Let's go. We won tournament for top. So I'm still very hyped for that. I spent like all of yesterday just looking through all of the other POVs of all the other streamers in the event because there were a lot of them. And it was just great. It was great seeing everybody hyping me up or being absolutely terrified of me, or both at the same time. It's fantastic. So I'm still feeling good today. How about you, Marcus? How are you feeling today? A chat monitor would be better, perhaps, but you know, the table just does not have space for another monitor, you know, and the phone is a good solution. Lunch, maybe in the Portuguese word. Yeah, 'cause lunch. Yeah, I get the joke, Marcus. I get the joke. Don't worry, my sleep schedule is great. Yeah, we are at UHG Legend 5, and the next title is GrandMaster in 27 more wins. So I've been grinding towards it, and we're gonna go get it now. Like, we're gonna stream either like 2 or 3 hours, either until 8 p.m. or 9 p.m., who knows. And this first part of the stream, we're gonna kill people. I forgot to turn the sounds back on. We're going to kill human beings in PvP. Tired. Ended my work, but great. Well, on one hand, I'm very glad you ended your work. That is a very good thing. And on the other hand, like, since you're tired from doing all the work, well, that's what the stream here is for. Hopefully you can get some time relaxing so you can... Hey, you stole... You used lava. Hopefully the stream ends up being a relaxing thing for you. And you can just have some fun. Because good job on doing the work. That is very cool. I must stab this guy. I haven't played 1.8 PvP in a little bit. And by a little bit, I mean like 3 days. Which is a large amount, okay? I've been spending like the last 3 days just having in real life moments and going outside twice and then just grinding 1.12 PvP so I didn't perform terribly in the event. So like I haven't played 1.8 PvP in a bit, but hopefully it goes well. We might take a few losses warming up, but that's part of the deal. That's part of why the stream is either 2 hours or 3 hours. We're getting that UHC GrandMaster one way or the other. Like, it's just 27 wins. So, how long could it possibly be? We can definitely do it in 2 to 3 hours. And if we do, like, in an hour or something, then we just have a lot more time to play other things. Road to GrandMaster? Absolutely road to GrandMaster. It's a very small road. I mean, it takes 600 wins. But I've already done them off camera. Because that's just how grinding works. You just blast a ton of music and duel for hours. And it's just fun. But yeah, now it's just 27 more wins. And it should be faster. But I can definitely see, like, when we play duels, and I have to focus on the match, the limitations of the phone chat definitely check out. Because I need to look down to look at my phone. And if I'm looking down and I'm not fully looking at the screen, we lose. It's okay. We can catch up on chat now. Will there be a montage in Alex's server channel again? Yeah, I think so. I think like I talked to Bacon like about who was gonna make the montage for T for Top, and he said Alex was gonna be the one to do it. So I think he's probably gonna do it eventually. But obviously for me, I'm gonna make my own kind of highlights, like how I did for LGBT UHC. It's gonna take me a little bit of time to make it, but I will make it. I will make highlights as well, because of course I have to. I mean, I 4v1 so many teams again. It's great. So even though I got a lot less kills this time, I mean, it was still worth it. I got a lot less kills because, well, there were 20 less players, and there was kind of a team just killing 23, like 27 people by themselves. You know, so there were less people for me to kill this time. But it's okay. It should still be a good highlights video. And we got the first win now. Let's go. It is. Seeing you made my day. Let's go, Marcus. I am glad that the stream is helping you feel a bit better. That is the entire point of the stream. Yeah, I appreciate it. I am glad that it can help you make your day a little bit better. I forgot to check before the stream started when my next UHG live stream will be. Oh, I'll check it at the end. I've still got a lot of hours to know. But since I've just been completely focused on the event, I've been totally like, wait, live rounds? What are those? And I've paid no attention when the next one is. But, you know, I'll look through the Discords eventually once everything is done. But we got our first win. That is good. We're still warming up, but we got the first win. You don't need to go outside. You're a Minecraft player. I mean, I could tell those stories. Because, yeah, I like to not go out. No, I'm joking. But I did need to go outside. You see, on Thursday, I was going to go get a vaccine. Not the COVID one. I haven't got that one yet. But a different vaccine, which is the tetanus vaccine. Because, you know, you take that at 10, and then I was told that you're, like, even on that little vaccine book thing we have, it said to take it in 2021. So there we go. We scheduled an appointment. And turns out the law changed literally last September to now the tetanus vaccine is only, after you take it at 10, you only take it again at 25 years old. And then you take it at 45. So I only have to take that vaccine in 2026. And I got out of bed that day early and went outside for nothing. I was very I was very salty at getting out of bed early that day for literally no reason. But the one on Friday I also had to go outside. But that one was actually more important. That was for a doctor's appointment, which went decently okay. I can't complain that much. Like, I'd either have to have too many high expectations for me to be disappointed, which is like, if I look at it through a realistic expectations, the appointment went well. So yeah, I'm back inside. And I'll be going outside soon more times. Because I'm finally signing up for driving lessons thing. So I can learn the thingies of how to drive. And not break the law or accidentally run people over. So that'll be fun. I'll be going outside a couple more times, I'm sure. I can't wait until I see the sun some more times. I haven't seen a lot of it this summer, but you know, I'm sure me and the sun will become good friends someday. We won the last game as well. The autopilot. It's the autopilot. I don't even need to warm up if I'm playing on autopilot. Hey, we both found lava. That was great. Did we win the last game? I think we did. I think I remember seeing the victory screen. Now this guy right here is comboing us a little, but we go right back for the fishing rod. That's also the thing, since I've been just mainly only practicing 1.16 PvP the last couple of days, I've totally forgotten how to use it. I mean, like, I've forgotten what it feels like to use a fishing rod. It's so nice. This is just the greatest version out there. I love this PvP. Come here. I need to stab him. He's low. I got him. The Minecraft Pro player, yeah. You need an eye on the stream and another on the mobile. Yeah, that's the smart move. Like, the mobile is like right below like the screen. So I need to look down a little. Which, I mean, I don't have to tab out of Minecraft to reach out, which is very good. But I can't like read it as it happens. But you have free time more than enough. That is true. I have a lot of free time. I will get COVID vaccine on Wednesday. Let's go, Marcus. Let's go. I hope it goes well. I hope you don't have any bad side effects and that it just is just very good. I hope the vaccine goes very good for you, Marcus. I hope it's nice. And enjoy going outside to get the vaccine so that you can feel more safe being outside in general. Isn't that nice? Alright, I need to focus on this video game again. That's too many chat messages to read for now. So I need to go back to focusing on stabbing people. Also, during the event, like, there was that whole problem with my FPS. I still feel like there's some problem with my FPS now. Like, I'm only getting like 100. So, and I'd like more FPS when I'm fighting and streaming and stuff. It would be nice. It'd make things smoother. Because I get a whole lot more FPS when I'm not streaming, which is obviously why I don't just stream the entire grinding, because when I'm streaming, I have less FPS. And here I am blaming the FPS. But during the event itself, like, the fact that it was raiding a bunch made me lag a lot during that fight with Pika Clicks. But that was simply because I had on 1.16, I downloaded Sodium, which is apparently supposed to be better than Optifine. But apparently, on Optifine, you can disable rain. And if you're not using Optifine and you're using Sodium, you can't disable rain. So even if Sodium is better than Optifine for FPS and things like that, it couldn't disable the rain. So that just made it laggier in the first place. Like, imagine if I was just using Optifine instead of Sodium. I could have just disabled the rain during that fight, and then it would have been a lot better. I probably would have still missed all my bow shots, because even when it turned to daytime, I was missing, like, every bow shot. I don't know what was wrong with me. It was just an off day for bowing to me. Like, I was missing, like, everything when the strategy was mainly just the bow. Now that's okay. I mean, we could have gone for melee and we still would have won, because we had a whole lot more healing than they did. And the dragon heads played a massive part. I'm surprised that we did not get donated a dragon head. Like, I was expecting, like, the more people died and the more, like, the less teams were left, that we'd get donated a dragon head. Like, when in Prop Bear Noir died, I thought we'd be next, but no. We did not get donated one, but Pika Clicks and Bonehead did. Which, to be fair, they deserved it, because, well, they were the ones killing everybody. So it makes sense that the viewers of those streamers, like the 27 or so streamers that they killed, would want to see that team lose. So it makes sense that both Pikachu and Conehead got donated dragon heads. Because while they were just killing everybody, eventually people would want them to lose. So they just donate the money for the dragon head. So hey, it helped us a bunch to win that fight. But I think that even without the dragon heads, we would have won. Simply because of the amount of healing we had. We all had like 30 more gaps on them. So as long as we wouldn't get dropped, which wasn't happening, like, the swords and their bows weren't doing that much damage to us. None of us ever really came close to dying at any point. So even if they didn't have dragon heads, it just, we would have ended up winning because of them running out of healing. But the dragon heads definitely helped. Alright. Let's scroll up. You can go to Kot's house with a driving license. Bye! I mean, theoretically, yes. I just need to know how to drive and to know where Kot lives. That theoretically could happen, but it'd take a long time, since I'm still going to sign up just for the lessons of, like, the code and the laws and things like that. You did win the last game. You can't show me. I can't show it to me. You see, this is another problem of just only being able to react to chat, like, mid-rounds. It's that I don't know what you're talking about anymore. You can't show me. I don't know what I can't show you. I don't know. That's already been in the past. Now I'm at the time where I'm comboing this person. They're shifting a lot, which is bad for them, but good for me. I mean, I barely go outside, but yes, it's a great idea. Is the dragon head a good thing? The dragon head is a bad thing. Because, you see, the dragon head, what it does is that it replaces your helmet. And it gives you instead a curse of binding dragon head. Now, if you don't know that much Minecraft, curse of binding is an enchant. It's more like a curse. Therefore, the curse of binding. That legit makes anything that's enchanted with that permanently tied to your body. So if you're wearing a dragon head with curse of binding, you cannot take the dragon head off at any point. But then you say, okay, so how good is the dragon head? And the answer is, it isn't. The dragon head is literally just like a cosmetic thing. It's the exact same as having no helmet. So instead of just having a good helmet like diamond or iron or even leather, having a dragon head is even worse than that. So when you donate one with Curse of Binding, you permanently make the player with that Curse of Binding dragon head have an entire helmet less of armor. Which, you know, in the big scope of things, makes them take a whole lot more damage than you would if you had a helmet. Like, basically, if I take off my helmet, I'm going to start taking a whole lot more damage. And that was something that was there to, like, give them a disadvantage. So that, you know, things would be a bit fair. I need to stab. Get him in lava. No, it did not work. We did not manage to stab the human. It's okay. We're still warming up. We're still warming up. No one would donate a dragon head. Everyone loves Nessa. I mean, you make a point. You make a fair point. Because, again, every time we were fighting, like when I killed that team of 4, when we were fighting Pika Clicks, everyone was just straight up rooting for me. It wasn't even just rooting for my stream, for my team. It was rooting for me specifically. Like, if you go back and look at the chat for when those fights happened, everyone was just rooting for me in the chat, so I can definitely see, I can understand why nobody donated Dragon Head to me, and they did it to Pika Clicks and Conehead instead. Because legit everybody wanted me to win. The entire chat wanted me to win. The only people that wanted me to lose were Red Team. And they both had the Dragon Heads. So I do have to agree there. That felt very good to have like all the streamers chat just cheering me on. I have gained a good reputation, I feel. I've definitely gained a good reputation. I very much appreciate it. I like when I'm in a group of people and all of them like me. It's very nice. Hi, Kat. Hello. I saw your message with chat before I started stabbing this human being. I shall keep reading the chat soon, as apparently with dueling. Hey, I got him. You can't show to me where you have the mobile placed. Well, of course not, because the mobile is in front of me. And I can't take a picture with the mobile if the mobile is in front of me. Because then I wouldn't have the mobile there anymore. It's literally just, I have the screen. Is it called a screen? It is called a screen, yeah. I have the screen just in front of me, and then like there's a part of the screen where in the center, I have my phone below it. And it's basically just hanging on that part, and it's just right below the screen. Like, I can see it and play at the same time, but if I have to focus, not as much. What's up? Hi, Ka! I'm saying it again because I've caught up to that message. We are doing UHC Duels for about, like, I don't know, either until, like, 8 p.m. or 9 p.m., you know, so like a 2-hour, 3-hour stream. And we're trying to finally get to GrandMaster. We've done all of these streams grinding up through the ranks of UHC Legend. And today we're finally getting GrandMaster. We're like 24, 25 wins away. And that's basically what we're going to do for the first bit of the stream. And then whenever time we have left is going to be the rest of the time that we have to do the mini game. You know, to play mini games and things like that, parkour, all of that stuff we tend to do in streams. And besides that, we're talking about Tournament for Top. You know, the tournament that we had yesterday, that we raised $1.5K for top surgery for Ghost Sim, which is very nice. You know, we practically doubled the money that was on the GoFundMe, which is very cool. because helping people in need, because the government sucks, is a good thing. Like seriously, and why would that be needed? Like why can't they be like Portugal when where things like that are free because people recognize that emergency healthcare should be free. It's like it feels so wrong that in America they have to pay for it, and that like GoSimp has to organize this entire event to raise money so that he can get top surgery. It's just like it feels a bit sad, but I'm glad we were all able to help, and I'm glad to win. Right, that's the part that matters. We win. Hey, Kat, you're like you're like Cristiano Ronaldo in Madrid or Messi in Barcelona. Everybody supports that clubs because you play in them. If you leave, 98% of fans go wherever you go. I mean, yeah, fair enough. I mean, if I was in Pikachu's team and I was fighting against Bacon, then yeah, I'm pretty sure everyone would still be rooting for me to win against Bacon. Since that's how it was. Oh, wow, that was a fast fight. Since that's how it was in LGBT UHC and Rainbow UHC. But it was very good. It definitely made me more hyped to want to do well. If like when I was fighting that one before, everyone was just hyping me up in chat. It's like, yo, Vanessa got another kill. She's going in. She's going in. And then when it was our 3v3 against Pikachu's team, the chat of the game was all like, yo, Vanessa go. It's like Bacon and Lux, just like supporters are just not existent in the regular Minecraft chat. It was great. It was great. It makes it more pressure. I'll give you that. Wait, okay. Alright, we are going to socially interact with Steve, the GrandMaster 23. Tell us what you... Okay, now. Okie dokie. Alright, that was a good social interaction, everybody. And we go. It's like, it makes me more motivated to win. Obviously, it's like when you have all the people cheering you on, it makes you want to do well. It makes you want to defeat the people that nobody wants to win. Nobody wanted Red Team to win. But it also puts a ton of pressure. Like, both before LGBT UHC and I think in this event, I actually had more pressure. I felt more pressure to do well than I did in LGBT UHC. Because there was the pressure of, I have to instantly go to middle to get that enchant table. I need to be the one that gets it because if I don't, it's bad. Like I need to get I need to get full netherite, I need to like get a totem, I need to do all this stuff. I need to beat Pikachu's team because, you know, all that stuff. Is GrandMaster the highest rank? No! But I don't want to grind anymore. I don't have the patience to grind above GrandMaster. Like there's GrandMaster, then you go GrandMaster 2, GrandMaster 3, kind of like UHC Legend. And then you go to like, it's a purple rank. It's a UHC something. That's above GrandMaster. But I just am not grinding that much to go to that rank. I want to do other things for streams that aren't just grinding this. Because this takes hours to grind. Because like to go up every rank so far, it's been 600 wins. And like granted, most people can get 600 wins pretty easily. Like in a couple of days. But for me, it takes me like an entire week of playing like for 5-6 hours every day to get those 600 wins in the time it has taken from the last stream to now. I mean, granted, I haven't played at all. I've been like it's been ready to be ranked up like 3 days ago. Like I said, I haven't played 1.8 PvP since like Wednesday. Since I went outside Thursday and Friday and Saturday was the event. So I was practicing 1.12 PvP during those days. So I could have statistically gotten GrandMaster like Wednesday or Thursday. But this is the best time that I could get it. But I do not want to grind. The grind takes way too long and it's just not worth it. I'm good with GrandMaster. I'm good with just having the grind be going through all the levels of UHC Legend pretty much. And just stopping at GrandMaster. Because I don't even know how much grinding will be for GrandMaster. Because like through Legend, like I said, it's 600 wins and you rank up. But for Grandmaster, I don't know how many more it is. We'll find out. We'll find out if it's also 600 or if it goes up to any more, but I think Grandmaster is a good place to stop the grinding. We don't need the grinding to go any further than this. Kill. Portugal. What? You're talking good about Portugal? I am, because Portugal's healthcare is good. Portugal is able to tell that, you know, maybe healthcare should be free. Maybe if someone needs something to live that has to do with their health, maybe it should be free. Maybe they shouldn't have to make a GoFundMe and host an entire charity event to raise money to do something that should be free and covered by healthcare. Maybe. So yeah, I'm standing up for Portugal on this one. Hello. Hi, Sabrina. Hello. Hi, Marcus. That is a pleb. Steve Skins remind me of someone. Who do the Steve Skins remind you of, Marcus? Tell me in the chat. I will catch up to it in about 5 minutes time. Tell me who the Steve Skins remind you of. Staff. Yeah, it's nice. I'm getting like used to the 1.8 PvP again. It's like I'm basically just going back to playing 1.8 PvP. I'm only gonna do 1.16 when, like, I don't know, when there's like more public games on Alex's server, or I don't know. We will see. You're the champion plus now on Alex's server. I am. If in a part of the stream we go to 1.16, I can show you. I am indeed the champion plus. Apparently, it's not even champion plus. Like I told Alex for it to be champion plus, but instead, apparently that was kind of hard to do. So instead of champion plus, I am champion 2. But you know, it still has the same point. Instead of champion 1, I am champion 2, like the Roman numerals 2. So I have like champion and then 2 I's. It's like, it's not the plus. I wanted the plus, but it puts the message across. So it's like, it's good enough. It's good enough. It has no like added ability. It has no like added, you know, you don't gain anything from champion 2 that you didn't have in champion 1. You can still fly, and it's literally the only thing champion rank gave you. So it's okay. It's still the same color and everything. I wanted a plus. I did not get a plus. I got a 2. But it's this. It has the same thing, and it should be easier. Because like if they keep having charity events like this, and I keep winning them, well, my request would just be champion plus plus. Well, if they do it like this, it's a little easier for them. It's easier to say like champion 3 or champion 4 than for them to put champion plus 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 plus. Even though it would be a lot funnier to have the pluses, it's just more convenient for the server. So I understand. I understand why they did champion 2 instead of champion plus. But what matters is, now I have champion 2 because we won. Because we won tournament for top. Let's go. We celebrating Sabrina. Hello. I am trying to read chat, but it's just like the disadvantage is a phone chat. I can't really read it without losing focus on the duel. And apparently I need to focus on the duel because, you know, sometimes I need to win. Winning is kind of the important thing here because we need a certain amount of wins to rank up to Grandmaster. And if we are losing, then we are not winning. And if we're missing all those lava buckets, we're not exactly winning either. We lost that one. We lost that one. Godlike, I think. Yeah, Godlike. Godlike is the one above. Godlike is the one that goes after Grandmaster. That is true. But it takes so long to grind. Katie, do you play PvP professionally now? I mean, I play PvP for charity. I guess that's the most you can say. It's like, I played PvP for charity. It's like, on one PvP event, we raised $3,000 for charity and I won it. And then yesterday's event for charity, we raised $1,500 and I won it. So it's not like I PvP professionally because I don't get paid. But I make it so other people get paid. So isn't that To be fair, that's way better for me. I prefer having it so I participate in events and win, where other people get money, than having me get money for playing in events. That's like, nah, well, we don't do these kinds of things for money. We do it so other people get money, which will be cool. And apparently, Ghost said that he wants to make his charity events like bi-monthly, and so somebody else is getting whatever, blah. The next charity will be for another person, and that's just great. That's definitely an event that I'm looking forward to. So I hope I get invited to the next seasons of Tournament for Top. Apparently, Ghost said that there will be even more famous people, which is just like, yeah, great. I'm not gonna feel pressured at all. Like, he immediately said the name of the YouTuber because like they're mutuals on Twitter, and this YouTuber even donated $700 for the charity himself. So Ghost said that that YouTuber was gonna probably join the second season. And then the first thing everyone says, like, okay, so we need to team that YouTuber with Vanessa, right? And I'm over here like, huh? What? It's like, yeah, so you can carry them and, you know, teach them how to PvP, and they'll be raising a ton of donations, so they need to be teamed with someone good. I'm over here like, huh? The guy's like, no! But it'll be fun. I hope I get invited to the other seasons they do of this. Hello, Siphon X. God and Sabrina go well together very well in the chat. Of myself, I have the default skin. This is true, Marcus. You do have the default skin, but it's good. You make people underestimate you. And then you go and get second place in party games. So you never know. Not Siphon. Siphon. Champion plus plus sounds better. I know it does. I know. I definitely know it does, but it's okay. Like C++. Yep. Don't you get godlike first? I mean, do you get godlike after you achieve Grandmaster? Yes, you get godlike after you achieve Grandmaster. And today I'm trying to get UHC Grandmaster. Oh, and the other person left. Let's go! It was the closest I've ever been. What was the Oh, this is true. Yeah, you saying Siphon with a C instead of Siphon with an S? You're making good progress, Kat. I am very proud of you, of your dedication to memorizing the name of Sabrina's ex-boyfriend. It is truly something that needed to be remembered for all of them, for everyone to know. But it's okay. Alright, let's keep talking about Tournament for Top, because you see, I can talk about it while I can't read chat. It's a good way to keep the thing going, and then when I can read chat, I go back to the chat topics. So, like, my team for Tournament for Top, like this round, I had Bacon, Lux, and Poet. Like, if you remember. Now, Bacon, I already explained in the announcements video that we decided to team up for the event because of the red team. You know, it was Cyberonics, Cobble, Pikachu, and Shelby Row. But we were the team that was supposed to stop them. But then Cyberonics had family problems, so we had to leave. And to sub him, he got Conehead instead. Now that's not exactly a problem, because if you remember the event, Conehead literally got 13 kills, like one more than me, because, you know, that one girl legit pearled outside the border and died, and that somehow didn't count as my kill. I am upset by that, but whatever. So, like, that sub was definitely not a problem. That Conehead person did not make the team any less overpowered. But then Cobble also had to also couldn't play in the event. So instead we had Token sub in. If you remember Token, if you're looking at my channel right now with Kami UHC, Token was my teammate for that event. So Token was put on the Red Rabbits. And she did pretty well, got 4 kills. But the team was definitely a bit weaker than it would have been with Pikachu, Cyberonics, and Cobble. So that does feel like me and Bacon teamed up for not the strongest team we could have teamed up against. I mean, it was definitely needed that we teamed up, because Noir was supposed to, both Noir and Improper are supposed to be a lot better than me, and both of them massively underperformed. Like, Improper still got a lot of kills with the Dragon Head, but against the team of 3, and Proper really didn't do anything. He just died immediately by underpearling and just gave the Pikachu team a lot of healing. So he didn't really perform that well. And the War, same thing. Like, he was getting close to dropping Pikachu, but he also didn't do that well and didn't get a single one of them dead either. So, like, it was up to me and Bacon to kill them. But, like, if we were split, like, it was probably just going to be, like, the red team just getting 40 kills. So I'm glad me and Bacon teamed up. And Poet was Poet carried us. Poet carried us in the mining. Because Poet just straight up mined full diamond for himself and then mined a ton of extra diamonds for the rest of us. So good job on Poet. Poet, like, we did some test games and Poet was getting unlucky every time. And this time though, Poet win it. I've got invited to a UHC duel. This is fantastic. I wonder if this... Ah! I'm getting stabbed. Well, I got stabbed. Is your chat delayed? No. It's just called I cannot catch up fast enough. Serena, I can't catch up. Like, if I'm doing PvP, I can't look at the phone at the same time. I cannot catch up that quick. So the chat messages are flowing by, and I'm trying to catch up as quick as I can, but it's just not going. Nessa has mobile chat. Yep, I need to look at my phone. Yeah, I know, but she's reading my message, which I sent long before. Yeah, and imagine how long before you've sent this one, which I'm reading now. It's like, if I'm doing the PvP, I actually can't do both. It is a decent problem, but, you know, it's a very big upgrade on having to read the chat through tabbing out of Minecraft. Like, either way, it's a very big upgrade on that. I just see the interval between battle rounds. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Between a battle round, I scroll through the chat. It's like, all right, so let's try to read as many messages as I can. Go, 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 catch up time. Once we get the Grandmaster rank, it should be a lot faster. Because I'll probably be doing parkour. That's what I always tend to do, like, for a bit after I get the rank. On these streams, I do, like, 1 or 2 parkour maps until I instantly just rage quit them. So when there, I'll be able to keep up with the chat because I can just decide to not jump. That'll be fun. Case she only sees after the 1v1s. Who goes to 1v1 a build? Some people do. Some people do because, like, they want to practice the Bed Wars building. They want to practice, like, building with blocks and just speed bridging without failing. And you don't really have a place to do this kind of thing, right? So you just do it on Duels. There you go. This is my intense Bed Wars bridging. I hope you all enjoyed my mega Skywars bridging skills. So, like, sometimes people come to Duels, since this is the only Duels game mode with blocks. So they come to this and they sometimes practice those buildings. Because, like, there is a server straight up just to practice Bed Wars. But obviously not every person knows about it because it's not Hypixel. So they just end up doing it in Duels so they can practice it for Bed Wars. Because if you use Bed Wars to practice this, well, if you fail, you fall into the void. Well, if you do this, then, well, you just take a bit of damage. And now you can say, well, why don't they just do it on single player? But that's not exactly the same because of ping. If you do it on single player, you're gonna have the best ping. Like, absolutely, because you're making that server in single player, you're not gonna have any delay at all. But what they need to do is test it out on Hypixel, so that they're used to the Hypixel ping, and now it's gonna go in Bed Wars. So they decided to do it here because, well, it will be the same delay they have for Bed Wars, and they won't be falling off the void. I get why they do it, but they're getting stabbed either way just the same after they fall down. So it is what it is. This fight's been pretty nice. I like these fights today. I'm getting back into the 1.8 mood. After, like I said, I've been just non-stop 1.16 PvPing for a bit. So it's good to be back in the 1.8 mood. Just fishing rod and block hitting and all of this stuff. It's very nice to be back to. Because I don't think I'm gonna have a 1.16 event for a little bit. Hey, we got him. That was a love match. Who goes? Why don't you go on a team with first time in UHC? Eh? Like, go on a team with people who are playing UHC for the first time. I've done that. I've done that a lot. Like, In LGBT, which she pretty much Devin, Nyx, and Liz were pretty much first-time players. And then with Rainbow UHC, Ash was also like kind of a first-time player. Like the only person that I teamed with in these kinds of events that wasn't like a new player to UHC was Bacon. Like Lux plays Bed Wars, but she was completely new to 1.16 PvP and like UHC in general. Like in the test game, she kept dying to either fall damage or lava. So Lux had a bit of training to do, but she had experience because she plays 1.8 PvP. So she knew what she was doing in the PvP, which showed. Like in the battle against Pikachu, like Lux held her own very well, which was very good. I'm glad we had a third teammate like Lux in there. And then we also had Poet, who hasn't really played much, but he practiced well and he did his support. Like he said, his job there was to be the support of the team, and he was the support of the team. He mined a ton of diamonds for us and took the hit. Like if Poet wasn't there, and like when Pikachu and Conehead went for the rest of my team while I was 1v4ing underground, like if Poet hadn't been the one that took so long to dig down, I mean, he really just should have jumped in the hole Bacon was making, but instead of just looking at the dirt block for a little bit and then punching it with a water bucket. That kind of was the reason he died. But like either way, like they got distracted by Poet, and Bacon and Lux got away safely. Like if Poet wasn't there, then I don't know what would have happened to Lux and Bacon. I'm not sure if Lux and Bacon would have been able to take that fight. Like, maybe Conehead and Pikachu would have jumped down after them. And from then on, who knows? I think maybe there would be a chance they'd be fine, just because, again, Conehead and Pikachu had the dragon helmets. And Bacon still had a good sword and things like that. And he knows how to UHC. Still, Poet was very useful. First time UHC players, I teamed with him a long time. Good job getting carried by Bacon. What do you mean carried by Bacon? Did you see the stream? Our team got how many kills? 13. How many of the 13 kills did I get? 12. I get 12 of our team's 13 kills. What do you mean getting carried by Bacon? Bacon was the last person on our team to get full diamond. Bacon needed help to get full diamond. Bacon needed my extra diamonds to make a stronger sword. Like, what do you mean, Bacon? What do you mean Bacon carried me? What do you mean? He was very helpful though. Like, I don't think I could have killed Pikachu, Conehead, and Eva all by myself. Like, if it was a repeat of LGBT UHC and I was teamed with 3 people who really didn't know what they were doing and they all just died to lava. Like, if that happened, I'm not really sure if I could have killed him by myself. Because Improper was by himself, and he died immediately. Now, granted, he had a dragon head, so that didn't help him. And Noir had a full team of 3. Noir had a team of 3 as well, and he didn't kill any of them. And both of them are supposed to be better than me. So if I was solo against that team of 3, I don't know if I would have been able to beat them. I would have had a stack and a half of gaps from killing Orange, but I don't know. I don't know what would have happened. So I appreciate having had a good team this time. It was very good. But again, that leaves the question of like, I wonder what it would have been like if it was the original red team. If instead of like Conehead subbing for Cyberonics and Token subbing for Cobble. Like even if it was Cobble, Conehead, and Pikachu. Like imagine they had 2 godlike players instead of 2 godlike players and 1 decently good player. It's like, I don't know if how that would have ended up. I don't know how many kills that team would have gotten. What do you mean himself? Themself? Who are you talking about? Who? God, I don't know who you're talking about. I'm so lost in the chat. I don't know who himself and themself is in this situation. Who did I refer to? God, I don't know. Why don't they do it in an SMP? And yet again, I am delayed by the chat. And I have no idea what you're talking. God, please, I need you to explain it to me so I can read it in 5 minutes when I catch up. What are you talking about? Why don't they do it in an... Oh, like why don't they do the charity things in an SMP? I mean, because an SMP takes a lot longer. So like if you're doing a charity event, you want the viewers to be excited and donate all the way through the event. So like doing the charity thing in an SMP isn't really a good idea because it takes way too long. But if you're doing it during one event, then you're gonna get all the people like emotionally invested in things and rooting for someone to win. An SMP doesn't really have someone there to win, so you know. Hi, Arctic. Arctic! Theo! Hello! Welcome to the stream. Hello. You've probably written that message like 10 minutes ago, but don't worry, I'm reading the chat. I'm reading the chat for sure, Theo. Don't worry about that one. This is the wrong button. We are getting GrandMaster today. We need like 15 more wins. It's very good. Good point. Indeed, good point. I remember exactly what that good point was. 100% I remember it. Hi, Not Arctic. Getting last hit doesn't mean you carried. What do you mean getting the last hit? What do you mean? I wouldn't be for that team of 4 by myself. I wouldn't be for the purple team by myself. It's not that I got the last hit. I mean, like, I was 1v1ing Pikachu when he died. And I was 1v1ing Evo when she died. And I was 1v1ing Conehead when he died. What do you mean I got the last hit? What do you mean? I performed very well, okay? Besides the bowling. In the bowling part, I just did terrible. Like, that part, yeah, you can definitely say that in the bowling, my teammates were doing a lot more to carry because I was barely doing any damage to bowling since I wasn't hitting anybody. But I blame the rain for that, okay? I blame the rain. That's a perfectly fair thing to blame here. Stab! Here, we stabbed them. Carried by Poet and Bacon. This is just rude. This is just rude. This is rude. Cut. SMH. You should have gotten all the team kills. I wanted. Like, I admit, I wanted to get all the team kills because if I killed the last person, then I would have gotten 13 kills. And Conehead, that got the top killer, had 13 kills. I got second top killer with 12. So if I had killed the last person, it would have been 13 team kills, and they would have all been me, and I would have tied for top killer. But like, Lux did say that Lux just wanted a kill, and Lux is like newer to the UHC, and like you normally just, when you have newer players and you're teaming with them, you want the newer players to have like a good experience with UHC, and you want them to like get a kill because that's just what the new players want. They want to get one kill. It's the first step. So like if they have a chance to get a kill, like they should. Like it'd feel kind of wrong for me to steal the last kill and get 13 team kills and just have my teammates both be there with 0. I mean, Bacon getting 0 kills is perfectly fine. He already got like 12 in LGBT UHC. There's like 1 or 2 more during Rainbow UHC. So he doesn't need more kills. Bacon was fine with 0 kills, but Lux wanting 1 kill, like, yeah, that's perfectly respectable. It's like, I just thought I would have killed that person that was on the Elytra, but then no, I got a crossbow hit on them when they landed, and they teleported to lobby. No, they teleported outside the board and they died, and it didn't count as my kill. So then I was still stuck on 12. Like, the plan was to kill the Elytra person, and then I'd be on 13 tied with Conehead, and then Lux could just get that last kill easy peasy, and we'd both be on 13. But since that other person didn't count as my kill, it was like, hey, I want to steal the last kill. Like, yeah, it's fair. It's fair that Lux got one. Like, come on. Her fans just wanted the content, and she wants to just have that 1 kill, and she deserved the kill because she stayed alive right until the end. Like, she practiced a decent amount. She's a good PvPer. She just like needed that UHC training, so it is okay. I need to stab this human being. But we still got 12. We still got 12 kills, and that is pretty good. Especially all the 4v1s. It's just, it was something I was missing. Because you see, you know, having a team is good and all, but like, Having a team means you can't 4v1 people, and that's just like, there just feels something missing when you can't 4v1 people, right? I need to stab this human, come on, no! No! He was going to die. He was going to die. I was gonna kill him, and now he's gonna heal more. No. This is this is a slight problem, and I have a head, and we're fine. And he's gonna no. Come on, sir. Sir, come on. You should not be alive still. Please. Get stabbed with a sword multiple times, please. How is he still alive? This is not okay. He still has more healing. I swear I'm gonna lose this fight and it's so undeserved. No! I had him close to 0 so many times. Teep. 1, 2. If we just keep doing 1-2 combos like this, we will be fine. Alright, and we shoot him with arrows. See, this is how well I should be doing with arrows. Yeah, like Saturday, but I didn't. I didn't do that well with arrows. Get him in the fire. I'm out of arrows. No! No! That's such a crap way to lose. I thought no, well, but you'll know what the no is about. I will know what the no is about. Please reconnect to mc.hypixel. Fine! Here you go. mc.hypixel.net. I hope they're happy. I hope Hypixel is happy so they don't have to say that again. Let's catch up the chat. Let's catch up the chat. How many more do we need? Just 4 more wins. We're legit almost there. So we're catching up the chat right now. I'm just going to write with emojis. Winky face, happy face. Cot's messages, everybody. They're just easier and easier to decipher by the day. I know absolutely what Cot is talking about. You got the first, second, third until the last hit. See, that's the right one, Marcus. That's the right option. I got all of this. I wasn't carried, okay? I did very good. Going to border should count as a kill. It should have, especially when I hit them. Like, I shot them with a crossbow before they teleported outside. So it should have counted as my kills because I did damage to them before they died. It should have counted. It should have. No, it could have been free more only. It could have. It could have. But I did it. I caught up the chat. Sabrina, if you're still there, I caught up the chat, Sabrina. Your messages won't be delayed anymore. I finally caught up. It's a wonderful world. Why do I have 2 Discord messages? Is your chat delayed? Oh, I was by Sabrina asking my chat was delayed. That's a fair enough point. Unfortunately for Sabrina, I have Discord streamer mode enabled. Which is to try and get the purple thing on Discord. Which, I mean, maybe it worked. Maybe it worked because Katie was here and Theo was here and they both left, but like, it means that for a minute, purple thing, it worked. Which is good. Purple thing worked. Why do I have immediately 1 more message on Discord? You know, even if I have the purple thing, it still shows the number down there. It's like, I can't type. Is your chat delayed? My chat is not delayed. My chat is actually caught up 100% now. It has caught the chat. Foggers, I have caught up to the chat. I've read everything that I had to read. It's incredible. It's just absolutely incredible. See, look, this guy was building, and now he's getting stabbed with a sword. Repeatedly. Isn't that great? Oh, it definitely is. We're about to get GrandMaster, and it's about to be just perfectly like about 1 hour of streaming, which is very good. Like, we started the stream at 6, it's about to be 7, and in 1 hour we got the 27 wins. You know, it's a good ratio. Like, if we go by those standards, like if it takes me an entire hour to get 30 wins, right? So that means to get 100 wins, it'd take me like 3 hours and 15 minutes, going by that logic. So 100 wins, but to rank up, it's 600 wins. So you take the free hours and 15 minutes, and you time it by 6, and that takes you the amount of time I needed to grind between each of the UHC Legends streams. And that's basically why I am not grinding past GrandMaster. We are not getting a stream called Getting UHC GrandMaster 2, because that is just way too much grinding. And I want to do other things for the streams. I want to play other video games. I mean, I could, like, let's face it, if I ever do Tell Me Why, like Chapter 2 and 3, I'm just way too lazy to record them again. It's just gonna have to be on a stream. If I ever do Tell Me Why like Chapter 2 and Chapter 3, it's gonna be on a stream. It's not a game that I can just record. What happened to my water? Why is my water broken? I tried picking up the water. I did. Oh, now it worked. Hey, I have my water back. This is a nice, happy moment. I got the water back. It's good. Did you ever accept to be stuck on Alex's server? I was not invited to be stuck on Alex's server, and I don't want to. I don't want to be responsible for moderating a Minecraft server. No. Especially since 1.16 is not my main version. I only like train a bunch of 1.16 when it's for an event. Like until the next 1.16 event thingy, charity thingy happens. I'm not really gonna play 1.16 besides like CubeCraft. Like CubeCraft SG, I'll play that, but like 1.16 is not my main PvP mode. I prefer 1.8, even if I perform better in 1.16. Which is definitely a thing. When it's a 1.8 round, I tend to just lose immediately. But like, I like it more. But it's also because of just the players. There's a lot more people that are good at 1.8 than there are people being good at 1.16. I mean, maybe the people that play 1.16 would actually be a bit better in 1.8 because like, you saw it in LGBT UHC and you saw it on Tournament for Top. There's still a lot of people spam clicking. So hey, if they were doing 1.8 PvP, maybe they'd be doing a lot better. So 1.16 PvP is just a lot harder to learn for beginners. Like they make 1.16 PvP seem like, oh, you don't have to just spam click anymore. It's a lot more competitive and strategic. It is like, it's a lot harder to learn for beginners. 1.16 1.8 is easy to learn. You click a mouse button and you aim the mouse button at a person. But like with 1.16 with the cooldowns and stuff and the shields, it's like it's a lot harder to learn for the new people getting into Minecraft. So hey, just better for me and for Pikachu apparently, because like that's definitely something. It's like I remember in the DMs, Alex told Pikachu to like, don't play it seriously, don't be too serious because he would be way better than most of the teams. And Pikachu was like, yeah, I'll be calm. Don't worry, I'll play relaxed. I don't even like this PvP version. We're not gonna try hard anything. And then the event starts, and as soon as PvP begins, Pikachu is on surface, immediately slaughtering people, building houses. It's like, what? Yeah, getting 20 free kills is not tryharding at all. You're not taking the event seriously in the slightest. You're definitely letting the other teams play and not going from killing one team to the next and even cleaning up multiple fights. You're definitely not doing that. But hey, it's just the obvious thing. Whenever someone says that, like, to not take the game as seriously, one more win. One more win! One more win! Oh, we're close. Nah, there's no rematch. We need one more win. Tell me why Vanessa's not staffing Alex's server, because I did not want to. Sergio Vasquez. Hi, Vanessa Salty. Hi, Sergio Vasquez. You have a nice Sonic Boom profile picture. I like that, because Sonic Boom is actually not as bad of a game as people say it is. I mean, it's still terrible for a Sonic game. But I like when I played Sonic Boom, I actually did a co-op. So I actually had a decent time. Like you could say, like if you don't play Sonic Boom expecting it to be a Sonic game, you'll have a better time. But if you expect it to be a Sonic game, oh, it's bad. But I wasn't expecting it to be a Sonic game. Honestly, you see that design on Sonic Boom, and I'm like, okay, I'm expecting this to be an Uncharted game. Just a very low quality version of Uncharted. And if you have those, like, kind of expectations, then suddenly Sonic Boom is nowhere near as bad anymore. So yeah, I had that game for the Wii U. And now Emmy has that game for the Wii U because Emmy's got the Wii U now. Like maybe since it's co-op, Emmy and WD can have a fun time suffering together playing Sonic Boom. But I hope you enjoy the game or the show as well, Sergio. I hope you do. Because it is indeed, it can be fun. Especially the show. The show, it has a lot of good comedic things. And I must stab this person to achieve UHC GrandMaster. Let's go! Hey. He's a bit laggy. We're gonna be fine. And then I'll catch up the chat again because I've already lost the chat. Doop, doop, doop. Am I gonna try hard? Probably not. Oh, we must go and stab the human being with my 100 FPS. It's definitely still a problem. I don't know why my FPS are kind of low. Like, if you go back to, like, last stream when it was Lunar, I feel like my FPS when I was streaming Lunar Duels was a bit higher. But hey, Lunar just resets my Minecraft settings too much. UHC Legend V. Why does it still say V? It's supposed to say Grandmaster. Oh. Good game. Alright, let's do one more. Let's do one more just to have it show up in chat. But you see here, this is why we're not grinding. This is why we're not doing any more of these UHC duel getting a rank streams. UHC Grandmaster 2 is 1,000 more wins. I am not doing that. I am not grinding that much to get 1,000 more wins. It's not happening. It's like, that's legit almost 2 UHC Legend ranks. That takes like an entire month of me grinding to get, and that's just not something I want to do for an entire month, you know? So we're good with UHC Grandmaster. We're sticking with UHC Grandmaster. It's good enough. Good enough, okay? It's like one of the highest ranks. It's higher than Rookie. It's higher than Iron. It's higher than Gold. It's higher than Master. It's higher than Legend. You know, it's one of the highest ranks. It requires 5,000 wins. So I'll take it. It's enough, okay? It's just enough. I must stab this human being so I can say in chat that I am a UHC Grandmaster, and definitely I will not lose. Losing to this person is not gonna happen. We did it! And why does it still say UHC Legend 5? Okay, I need to go to the hub. This is just rude. This is rude. Alright, dual shop. See, it says UHC Grandmaster right here. We got this. Alright, if we go to one more game, maybe Duels. Let's do Duels because Duels is faster. And I can read chat. CubeCraft is nice. CubeCraft is very nice. So I'll still be playing 1.16 for CubeCraft, like survival games, team survival games, even Minorware. Then you can spam in Hypixel. Yeah, Hypixel is spam PvP. Like if you've seen all of these duels, this is on Hypixel. This is 1.8. I am playing on 1.8 Minecraft right now. Hypixel is a spam PvP server. Since like it's a server from 1.8 to 1.16, so even if you join on 1.16, it's still gonna work like 1.8. Like it doesn't change PvP styles. You're still gonna be punching the 1.8 way. There you go. UHC Grandmaster. It's there in the chat. We are done. We are done with it. We don't need to sweat anymore. We achieved the UHC Grandmaster. Let's catch up to the chat. Let's catch up. Turns out Ness is gonna try hard. What do I do except for try harding? Stop getting jealous of Pikachu because he had more kills. He didn't! Pikachu only got 10. I got 12. It was Conehead that got 13. I'm not jealous of Pikachu. I got more kills than him. And if I would have killed that last person, I would have tied with Conehead. You try-harded very hard. And didn't let the girl have one kill. What do you mean? I did! What are you talking about, Con? I did get the girl get 1 kill. She got the last kill. Like the last person that it was the fist fight. She got that last kill. So we ended up with 13 team kills. Like 12 for me, and the last one was for her. Like she did get a kill. What do you mean, Kai? You try harded very hard? Perhaps. You can make that argument. You can make the argument. Especially in the mining. That I try hard in the mining with getting the full prof free with a sharpness 4. And like the 30 golden apples, then I had to split until I had only 14 left. So you can make an argument that I did try hard in the mining, but hey, we wanted to win for charity, Cot. What was I supposed to do? Lose? We don't do losing around here, Cot, okay? We don't do losing. Sonic Colors is better. Sonic Colors is indeed better. I also played Sonic Color, which Emmy also has now. So yeah, Sonic Colors is a bit better, but I have the same problem with Sonic Colors that everyone else has with it. It's just there's too many 2D sections, especially because I played both Unleashed and Generations before starting Colors. Since I had the PS3 before getting a Wii U, so Sonic Colors definitely felt like a down step after Sonic Unleashed and Sonic Generations, but it was still good. It was still very good. I only see the Sonic Boom show in Portuguese. Was it good? Is it good in Portuguese, Marcus? Is it good? Saw 1,000 more wins. We're not doing it. We're good on UHC GrandMaster. We're not grinding. It's over. The grinding is over. GG. But it appears always to me a kind of cooldown. Yeah, Marcus, it appears to you because you're on 1.16. But if you just spam it, it's still gonna be fine. Like if you're on a 1.16 server, then you have to care about the cooldown. But if you're on like Hypixel or another 1.8 server that allows 1.16, if you spam it, then it does the same amount of damage as it does in 1.8. It's just on 1.16 servers that you have to worry about it. Was just about to make you look bad until you read chat again. Let's go! I read chat, so God can't make me look bad. Why do I have free messages on Discord? Oh, it's just more spam. Okay. Alright, so we've got either an hour or 2 hours of stream left. I don't know. Either we'll end at 8 p.m. or 9 p.m. So now that we got the rank, let's do some parkour. And like always, I don't want to do these star parkours that are just full because I don't want to be filled with a ton of people. Because that apparently makes it lag, I guess. Let's see. It's not that bad, the show in Portuguese, but I grew up listening to cartoons in Portuguese. So, like, what does that have to do with, I feel like this one might take too long. I feel like this parkour here, I think it might be too big. I think this might be too big for us to complete. Alright, let's just have fun. That's what matters. Let's have fun doing the parkour. Like, did you feel like the other parkours were better? Derpy has invited you to UHC Duels. Well, we're gonna go back to the parkour soon. Hi, Derpy. Hello. FL. I assume you are watching my stream because since you are not on my friends list, you have no way of knowing that I am online. So hi to the stream, Derpy. Hello. Oh, he's only UHC Master Free. Oh, imagine him only being UHC Master Free. Couldn't be me. It just couldn't be me. He's about to destroy me, but still. he's not UHC GrandMaster, which is just, Grand is better than just Master. So let's have some fun time against Derpy. Mouse. Okay, guys, our hacks are going well. We have managed to obliterate Derpy's mouse or cause him some slight disturbances. Oh, he's coming back. He's gonna wreck us now. Okay, so I'm gonna take this match a bit seriously. It's not for the stats, but Derpy is good at the video game. And he's stopping again. Alright, guys, our hacks to infect his mouse continue well. If we keep going like this, we're gonna eventually kill it. One, two, one, two. I'm missing all my rods. He's gonna stop and head right there. This is good for us. This is good. He's getting the combos on us that we don't want him to get. We still aren't really losing by that much, I don't think. He's taking a second head. I am missing a lot of rods. This is the true fact. I am missing way too many rods that I shouldn't be missing if I want to be winning. But hey, it's okay. 1, 2, 3, and we beat him. And we're not getting a rematch. Because, you know, when you win against someone who's better than you once, you completely escape and you go back to parkour. Divine parkour? Where is it? Okay. Because I'm used to watching cartoons in Portuguese. I like the Portuguese dubs. So, like, how do you feel like the friend request? Hello. I'm gonna go back to the start. I want to start the parkour from the beginning. Let's go. You are now friends with Derpy. I reset the parkour timer and let's start. So, like, how do you feel about the Sonic Boom dub? Like, do you feel like compared to the other Portuguese dubbed cartoons, like, do you think it's better? Do you think it's worse? Do you think it's around the same level of quality? Like, that's what I'm basically asking about the Sonic Boom. But you're wrecked, Caught. You don't get to humiliate me. Let's go. And I need to switch the stream title real quick. Hypixel Duels. Now parkour. Oh, let's go. Look at me go. I am amazing. I am editing the stream title. I did it. I edited the stream title and now I'm doing parkour. And so if Stravolite shows up in the chat like he did the last time, he can't say that I'm clickbaiting. Because I already switched it to saying that I'm doing parkour. So we are doing good. And like always, like the first level of the parkour, like the first floor, tends to be a lot easier. You just you can go through it really without failing, pretty much. And then the more floors you climb, which there's a lot of floors up there, for sure, then the harder it gets. But for now, oh, I missed that, that's okay. It's better than the H2O dubs. Wait, the H2O dubs? You mean like the show with like the mermaids and like the water, and then like if they go to the water, they turn into mermaids? You think that one had a bad dub? I have no idea. I didn't watch it in like the English version, so for me the Portuguese H2O show just seemed okay. Like in terms of voice acting, it seemed like as good as any other Portuguese show. But that is cool to know. That is cool to know. It's better than but I don't really like Portuguese dubs and real people. Oh yeah, that's a fair point. That's a fair point because I turn off the people. I turn off the people because like you have like the lips thing where like in English they're gonna keep their lips moving to a certain amount of words, and depending on the length of the sentence, they're still gonna keep moving their lips, or maybe they won't be moving their lips and the person is still gonna be talking. So I can definitely see the problem with doing it with the real people because you can't fix the lips. While if it's animated, you can still like do your own bit of animation to fix the lips. So like it can be fine. Where are these blocks? Okay, they're here and there. These inverted ones are hard. Yes, that one. I like the show. I like the concept. I like the concept of like the mermaids and like you go underwater, you suddenly start turning into a mermaid and you start getting a tail. And then they had like powers where they could like either freeze water, they could like boil water. And then there was the third girl who couldn't do either of those things. But that's okay. I don't remember it that well because it was never one of my favorite Disney Channel shows, but I did watch a little bit of it. I did. We've climbed a floor. We're on stage 2. Let's go. There are 165 levels, and we're on level 34. Oh god. You're very into this. We are very at the start, but it's okay, and I missed. No. Yes, in the cartoon, the lips aren't that much of a problem. Yeah, you can kind of edit them when you're creating the episode, which is very good. You go here, up here, and now here we go. Just fine. And those are blocks. Those are indeed blocks. They are a problem. You see, they were kind of mixing with the ground, so I didn't even really notice them. Up here, or well, no, it's just through here. Oh, because you climb here, and then you climb up the ladder. Oh, I see. We have to do the parkour backwards in a way. And now you go here, keep going. Oh, we just straight up just keep jumping. This is fun. This is parkour. Suddenly all the stuff just immediately disappears. But it's okay, because parkour is relaxing and it's a good way to catch up with chat. For that, it would be a better mermaid melody. I actually like the opening. Na 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 na. Yeah, I still remember the opening. The opening was in English. It's like back then I didn't know what the words meant. I just remembered the melody. The melody. So today I still don't remember the lyrics. But I do remember the opening was in English and it was a pretty good opening. I liked it. This is true. That was pretty much all Disney channels. Except like that's weird. Because like you have like Phineas and Ferb. Phineas and Ferb had the opening in Portuguese. You can say, well, that's because it's a cartoon, and the cartoons they made the openings in Portuguese. But then you have Wizards of Waverly Place and Zack and Cody, like in the boat. Both of them had the openings in Portuguese. But then you have like Good Luck Charlie, you have H2O, you have Liv and Maddie, and all of those had the openings in English. So that's strange. That's a bit strange how some Disney Channel shows had the opening in Portuguese and other Disney Channel shows had the opening in English. That's cool to know. This is a Austin and Ally also was in English, I'm pretty sure. I think so. But it's cool. Do, 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 do. I saw so much Canal Panda. I saw a little bit of it. I saw, like, on Canal Panda, I saw Inazuma 11. That was about it. It was like, I liked the show, you know, it was cool. So that was pretty much the only thing I watched from Canal Panda. I pretty much just watched Disney Channel more. And a bit of Seek Kappa. Because on Seek Kappa you had Naruto. So I would watch Naruto on it. Because it was cool. But eventually it just kept repeating the same episodes over and over again. And it wasn't advancing. Because the people that dubbed the show in Portuguese needed more time to dub. So it was just always behind. I mean, that was the deal with literally all the shows, though, to be fair. I remember when I was in 6th grade, and Wizards of Waverly Place was playing in Portugal when I was in 6th grade. It was like 2010. Yeah, in 2010, Wizards of Waverly Place was playing in Portugal at like the 2nd season. But in the English places, in like American things, Wizards of Waverly Place was actually over by then. Like in Portugal, we were still getting the 2nd season. But online, we were like, I watched on YouTube like the rest of the show in English. So like I had a friend on Facebook back in like 6th grade who was also heavily into Disney Channel and Wizards of Waverly Place. So she had me just spoil the show for her because it's like I knew what was going to happen in the last 2 seasons, and in Portugal we were still going to have to wait a while to have that happen, because in Portugal, well, they need time to like edit the show and dub it, so it took a long time back in the day. The shows took a long time to get dubbed. So I just have the season 4. I finished watching Waverly Place a long time before it ever finished in Portuguese. Jesse was very good. I agree. Jesse was very good. It didn't have the same feeling. Like when you watch Jesse in English, I feel like the voice of the characters fit a lot better. I saw it in Portuguese first as well. Like, for example, both Luke and Ravi in Portuguese, from what I remember, I didn't get their personalities weren't conveyed as much through their voice. While in English, it was a lot better. It's also more because of the accents. When you have those shows and you have like the character that's supposed to like have an accent, and if you're doing it in Portuguese, you can't really make that accent. So the characters pretty much still end up sounding similar enough. So it's, how do I do this? How do I do this jump? I have been bouncing, I have been jumping. Help. I don't know what to do. I don't know. I don't know how to make this jump. I am trying. I have tried. This. Oh, I did it. That is okay. That is very okay. You weren't a fan of Naruto. That's okay, Marcus. That's okay. We are all allowed to have bad opinions. We are all allowed to make bad life choices, Marcus. It's okay. You're not being a fan of Naruto. It's alright. We are all allowed bad life choices. It happens to all of us. I am joking. But it's still funny. I don't like these jumps. These jumps are not funny. You watched more Digimon and Pokemon. I did see just a fragile, very small amount of Digimon and Pokemon. I never got into either of them. I got into Yu-Gi-Oh! But really never into Digimon or Pokemon. But I did see some episodes of both. As well as Beyblade. Beyblade was also one of those shows where I saw like most like 2 or 3 episodes. Just enough to know the name of it, but never got into it. Yu-Gi-Oh! And Bakugan though, I really got into those. I don't know what the difference was. I don't know why I became a fan of both Yu-Gi-Oh! And Bakugan, but never really liked Pokemon or Digimon or Beyblade. It's definitely strange, because they're not that different. Like, all these 5 shows are kind of like following the similar type of market of what makes you like the type of shows, but it just didn't, and it is strange. I'm going to drink water now, because I have been talking for an hour and a half. So I am going to drink water, because hydrating is important. Especially if you do not stop talking like me. So let's go, chat. Let's all drink water. It's healthy. I did it, chat. I have drunk water. The original is always better. For example, I liked Shrek in Portuguese. I've never seen Shrek. I've never seen it in either English or Portuguese. I've had like parts of the movie like being shown to me like on screen share, but I have never actually seen any of the Shrek movies either in Portuguese or English. It just didn't look appealing. Like, this sounds wrong, and it will. But Shrek looks ugly. I know that's kind of the point of his character, that he looks ugly. But then he has a donkey and everything, and it's just like, I don't want to watch this. That was me as a kid, and that's still me now, in a way. Like, Shrek kind of looks ugly, so I don't really want to watch a movie about him, because he's not good to look at. Like, Shrek is not really appealing to look at, and him and a donkey, that does not make it any better. So I never got around to watching Shrek because I never wanted to. I never wanted to watch Shrek because it's just, he does not look visually appealing. And that's probably not a nice thing to say. But that's just the reason why I've never seen Shrek. He does not look visually appealing at all. It's like watching an anime. Japanese is always better. It depends. Because, like, I feel with Naruto, 100% Japanese is better. But, like, Dragon Ball. I feel like with Dragon Ball, the English voice actors have just grown so iconic I actually feel like English Dragon Ball, watching Dragon Ball as English is a bit better than watching it in Japanese. But for most other anime, absolutely agree. Or maybe Yu-Gi-Oh as well. Like the first original Yu-Gi-Oh, absolutely English. Yugi's voice and Kaiba's voice are absolutely iconic. Like they're way more iconic in their English voices than they are in their Japanese ones. But then you go to like Yu-Gi-Oh! GX and 5Ds and Zexal especially, and then 100% Japanese is better. It just depends on the anime and the quality of the voices. Like even the Phoenix Wright anime, because I watched the Phoenix Wright anime, it's very good. I really enjoy the Phoenix Wright anime, and I've seen like that one definitely is better in Japanese. Like the voices in English are fun and all, but yeah, in Japanese, the Ace Attorney anime is just so much better. Again, it depends on the anime. Dragon Ball and the first Yu-Gi-Oh sound a bit better in English than they do in Japanese. But the rest, yeah, definitely Japanese. What? You don't watch Demon Slayer nor My Hero Academy? No? I don't know when I even said that. I mean, you're right. I have not seen My Hero Academia or My Hero Academy, nor Demon Slayer, but I don't remember when I said that. I don't know when I said. I didn't speak those words, but you're right. I don't. I did not say that. I liked B Damon, but I never heard it. What's B Damon? I do not know what B Damon is. Do you mean like Bakugan? Is that what you're saying? Because I have no idea what B Damon is. Oh, but I think you never heard it. My bad, Marcus. That's my bad. I did not read the chat properly. I thought you were saying that you had never heard of it. It's like, hey, It's like, yeah, you're right. I haven't heard of it. I am sorry. I apologize for reading the chat wrong. Shrek was inspired by one of the ugliest people in the world. Well, they achieved their goal. If you can say like that, they definitely achieved their goal of making Shrek look very ugly. And that just put me off of watching the movie. I didn't want to look at him. I didn't want to have to look at Shrek's face through the movie. I just didn't. I would have rather watched like most other things. Okay, we made it. And we failed. No. I saw more Yu-Gi-Oh! GX. I do love Yu-Gi-Oh! GX. Hey. Then if I just had a movie, you wouldn't see it because I'm ugly. You're not ugly, Marcus, so therefore, yes, I would see it. It's like, what are you talking about, Marcus? I would see it. But I mean, I saw Smurfs, and Smurfs have Gargamel. And like, Gargamel isn't exactly a pretty person, right? But like, he's not the main character. The Smurfs are the main characters, and the Smurfs are nice to look at. So like, I can put up with Gargamel not really looking pleasant. Gargamel doesn't really look pleasant. And I can put up with him because he's not the main character of Smurfs. I like the Smurfs movies, like the live action ones. The first one a lot more. I didn't like the second live action Smurfs movie as much. But like, I watched them both. But Shrek, since he's the main character, then it's just no... Where do I go? Oh, that ladder. No, I failed! But no, Marcus, you are not ugly. So therefore, yes, I would watch a movie about you because you aren't ugly, Marcus. Get it through your head. You aren't ugly. I have seen your face cam. We all have on Emmy's Discord. We have seen you. You're not ugly. So therefore, case closed. Objection indeed. You are not ugly. But it's beautiful inside. He might be, but looks aren't everything. But looks are something. That's the thing. Looks aren't everything, but looks aren't nothing either. So Shrek is just too bad looking for me to want to find out about his personality. Which again, it sounds bad. It sounds bad that I'm talking about this like this, but it's just It's the reason. Like if I'm telling the reason why I don't watch, why I've never watched Shrek, or why I don't want to still, it's because of that. Like obviously, if Emmy like does a movie night about Shrek, I'll watch it. But that's not because I want to watch the movie. It's because I just want to be with company. I mean, if it was because I didn't want to watch, if it was because I didn't want to watch the movie, then there would have been like the two Barbie movies we've seen. I wouldn't have watched them either because they weren't very good. I mean, the second one kind of was. The one in the Musketeers, it was actually kind of good after you get past the first part. But the first Barbie movie she showed us, that wasn't good. But that's okay. In the previous stream, you said that. What did I? Oh, because I said in the previous stream that I don't watch My Hero Devil. Yeah, fair enough. You saw a lot more Yu-Gi-Oh! GX? Me too. GX is my favorite out of the Yu-Gi-Oh! Series. Just Jaden. Jaden and Zane are just amazing. Jaden is one of the best developed characters. Like, sure, his development arc is kind of cliche to a point. Like, it's not the most super original way to develop a character. Like, innocent character goes through struggles, becomes a bit more sad, and starts taking the world more seriously, but still finds ways of having fun. Like, it's a casual, like, adulthood storyline, but it's done extremely well. So Jaden is indeed one of my favorite characters, and he just makes GX for me. And Zane as well. Like, GX just has the best characters out of any Yu-Gi-Oh! Show. Like, you have Zane, like, Aster is very good. Jesse's a great best friend character, so much better than Cyrus or Hasselberry. Axel Brody, super underrated. Axel Brody is one of the best characters in GX, even though he is only there in the last 2 seasons. Like, this man shows up, immediately pretty much beats Jaden, only loses on purpose because Viper tells him to. And then he's the one person that beats Jaden when he's in the Supreme King mode after Chaz and Alexis and all of those guys are done for. Axel's the one that ties with Jaden. So Axel is an amazing character. Gotta say. And Chaz is funny. Chaz, I did not know how good of a character Chaz was. Because you see, I watched the show in Portuguese. Obviously, the first time I saw GX, it was in Portuguese. But Chaz is so much better in English. Like, it took me seeing the English dub. Chaz is amazing in English. You enjoy Chaz so much more in English than you do in Portuguese. Because Chaz just becomes kind of a comedic relief, fourth wall breaking character sometimes. Chaz just straight up breaks the fourth wall. And like in English, he has the thing of Chaz it up, Chaz it up, Chaz it up, which is just absolutely ridiculous. So like in Portuguese, he's just kind of a snob character that gets kicked in the ass and comes back and has a bit more humility. But in the English version, Chaz is just amazing. So props to the English version of Yu-Gi-Oh! GX. Chaz is fantastic. I thought I typed wrong. No, it's my bad, Marcus. It's my bad. It's okay. It's okay. It is my bad. Oh, but never completed Yu-Gi-Oh! GX. Well, that's what movie sessions are for. You know, I actually like Yu-Gi-Oh! GX. So if you actually want to do a movie session with GX on like Emmy server, just say the day and I'll come watch. Because I definitely want to see GX again. GX is definitely one of those shows that I do not mind watching it again. It's very funny. So if you want to watch GX on Emmy server, we can, because it is cool. Gargamel is the antagonist. Yeah, that's exactly why I can handle a movie with him a lot better when he's kind of ugly. Because he's not the protagonist. He doesn't have as much screen time in Smurfs as Shrek does in Shrek. That's kind of the point. Like, if Shrek wasn't the protagonist, and it was someone who, you know, didn't look like... I think we're done with the parkour. Marcus, I think we're done. I think this is it. We're done with the parkour. We did it. We did the parkour. I'm not doing the parkour anymore. I'm not doing the parkour. I tried. But it's not. It's a no. We're not doing it anymore. Let's try some Skywars. Let's try some Skywars. I don't know what to do now. But we'll keep going. I'm not a big fan mix between animation and live action. That's fair. That's fair. Like the Smurfs animated are still better than the live action version. And it was so fun. Plus the Sonic movie. Obviously Sonic is also better than just animation. But the live action look after they fixed it, it looks pretty good. So it has its good sides. Live action doesn't automatically mean bad. It can be good. It can be very good. Let's pop up the frog potion. Then we're playing Skywars to basically decide that person fell. What we're gonna play next, because that really we're just not doing parkour. We're not. We're not doing parkour. Hey, you go in here. That's just a no. You see, I was looking through the chest. That was very rude. That was extremely rude of that person. Let me edit the title another time. Now parkour. Now Skywars. There you go. It's now Skywars. But I'm fat, and being fat equals ugly. That is not true. That is just not a factual thing. Your weight, it does not define how good you look. Just because, you know, in society, they have that thing of like a certain weight equals how good you look, it doesn't mean that's how people will see it. People make their own judgments of the things they like, and that's regardless of what society tells them is pretty or not pretty. We get to make our own choices of what we find more attractive or less attractive. So therefore, hey, I was doing good. I was comboing that person. I was doing good. Hey. So therefore, by my logic of what defines being ugly or being pretty, your weight does not impact anything. Because again, I have seen you in your face cam, so I do not think you are ugly. So therefore, case closed. Case closed again. Like speaking of that, I've been watching more Ace Attorney again. Because, you know, every once in a while I get addicted to Ace Attorney one more time. Not the anime. I'm not watching the anime again. I'm watching like just the cases. Because like having watched, that's definitely something that I'm pretty sure. Oh god damn it! I took way too much knockback. I think it's definitely a unique experience that to watch the anime before playing the games or seeing anyone play the games and then going to the games. It's definitely a unique experience because most people play the games and each case lasts for hours and hours. And then they watch the game, the anime, and the cases are a lot smaller than they are to play. So they have a bad perception on the anime. But for me, I really like the anime. I really like the Ace Attorney anime. And you get a different perspective on the games instead. And the games are still super good, but like comparing the cases in the anime to the cases in the game, like there are some cases that are a lot better in the anime that are done in the game. It's how it is. Like for example, Tournament Big Top or Turnabout Big Top, like is apparently worldwide hated by the Ace Attorney fans as being a horrible case. And I understand. I've watched the videos that they've made on Turnabout Big Top, and I get it. I get why they complain. But then you watch the anime, and the case is so much better. In the anime, I barely found any problem with it because they just do everything better than how it is in the actual game. They get rid of just the annoying characters. They don't testify. A lot of the problems get solved sooner. A lot of the investigations and confrontations happen in the circus itself instead of being in court. It's just like very good. it's better in the anime. Like it was never one of my favorite cases, Big Top, but it's a whole lot better than it is in the games. And like on the other side of the coin, you have Turnabout Recipe, or whichever the name is of the one where you have Furio Tigre and all those guys from the third game. And in the like the people in the community tend to like that case in the game. Like they tend to like how Furio Tigre is apparently some super unbeatable like boss that just controls the court simply because. But like I win! I win! I win with 1 kill! Let's go! Is not the last the brother of friend of the protagonist? What? Marcus, I have no idea what you just said. I do not know what you just said. Is not the brother of the friend of the protagonist. I will need clarifications once you are back from dinner. But I hope you have a good dinner, Marcus. I totally just said a bunch of things that probably won't be heard about Ace Attorney and things. Yeah, that old argument may be for nothing, but it's okay. Because I said it, and saying it is still good. Ah! It's okay, it's okay, okay. I'm going to figure out what to do in this stream. I will, I tell you I will. What swords do we have? Newcraft, Mr. Central, others some people playing 1.16. Alright. I think that after the Skywars, we shall be moving to the 1.16. So that, well, I can show you the Champion Plus rank. And so we can play a little. I found a new server on a streamer's stream, obviously. And I want to test it out. I want to see if it goes well. Which should be fun. Hopefully it doesn't take too long. Oh, hopefully it goes well, because again, it's going to be my first time trying. Oh, no, that guy had ender pearls. That sucks. Come back here. I want your ender pearls. No, don't beat me up. That would be rude. It's okay. I can combo them. There's some behind me. We go back. We get strength. We just kill them because killing them is good for us. And we get comboed. No! The cleanup did not go well for us. It did not go well. Alright. Let's go to the hub, and I'm going to open 1.16. Because we're gonna switch to 1.16 now. It's gonna for the rest of the stream. Which I'm probably either gonna do until 8:30 or 9. So you get your casual 2.5 hour stream. Very cool. We're gonna wait for 1.16 to load, and it's gonna be fine. It's gonna be a great time. Where do we go? We could go to housing and just stay at a house, because that's cool. That is very cool. And at a house. Isn't that nice? Let's go to Rambo's house and just stay in here. It is a nice time. This is where I went when I was recording the highlights video for LGBT I went here. It's got updates. I can tell. Look at the gold. It's definitely changed. Now you have to climb a few more stairs to get to the upper stairway. Truly, this is the most incredible bit. Hello. I'm glad those two down there are having fun. I'm gonna just be here while I open 1.16. Have to get the texture pack here. I shall switch to the 1.16 in a minute. And I'm gonna edit the stream as well. I'm back. Welcome back, Marcus. Wait, you changed? We are going to 1.16. Yeah, we are going to 1.16, Marcus. I was here talking about Ace Attorney and comparing the anime to like the games, and then I noticed you went BRV to eat dinner. So that was very sad. but it's okay. But what do you like, Marcus? Can you clear up what you said in the message where you went like, "Is not the last the brother of a friend of the protagonist?" I need some clarification on the grammar of that sentence. I do not fully understand it. But yeah, we're gonna switch the game capture 1.16. Oh, and look at it go. Oh, it's here. In its shine glory, we're on 1.16, everybody. Isn't this nice? It's very nice. And I just wanted to show you something real quick when we're on 1.16. I'm going to load up single player. And look, we're going to have to get yourself ready for this amazing change. You see, weather, rain. Oh, would you look at this? Isn't this amazing, everybody? Wouldn't this have been nice on Saturday? Oh, wouldn't have this have been good? Oh, we don't see the rain anymore. Isn't this nice? Isn't it? Ah, there you go. I need to change the title. Now 1.16. So we have a couple of things to do. The last guy you said from Yu-Gi-Oh! GX. Wasn't he the brother of the protagonist's friend? Zane, yes. If you're talking about Zane, then yes. I was talking about Chaz at the end there. I wasn't talking about Zane. But if you mean Zane, like Zane is the brother of Cyrus, which, yeah, is the protagonist, is Jaden's friend. So yeah, if you're talking about Zane, then yes. If you're talking about Chaz, then no. But yeah, that is the one brother. And also there's Atticus, who was the brother of Alexis, and Alexis is also Jaden's friend. Don't remember the names. Yeah, I think but yeah. Look, we are here on Leon. I wanted to show you guys this. Just to like I was talking about. Plus. There you go. It's right there. We have Champion 2. It's not a plus, but we have Champion 2. That's what I wanted to show you in this server. Poggers indeed. What are you talking about, Ace Attorney game and anime? Oh, okay. I shall say this. I shall have this. Oh, I shall say this over again. It's still not survival games. What a sad time. Well, let's play Minorware. Let's play a bit of Minorware, which is kind of like party games, which is fun to do. So, like what I was talking about the Ace Attorney anime is that I said I was getting back into Ace Attorney, but like the games, not the anime, because I've already seen the anime. But there is a perspective that like most of the fans obviously play the games and then watch the anime. And their perception of the anime as well. The cases are a whole lot. Find the redstone. You must find it. There's no redstone. It's a block of redstone. I don't know if that counts. I found the redstone. There you go. So like the games, the cases take a whole lot longer than the cooked mutton. Cooked mutton. We must get cooked mutton. Cooked mutton. This is not cooked mutton. Hello? I want cooked mutton. Cooked mutton. No, it was there. It was there. Where is it? Give me the cooked mutton. I need it. I need the mutton. Oh, it's here. We cook the mutton and we deliver it to the villager. That's nice. Like, since the anime is, like, the episodes are a lot smaller than the cases are, since most cases in Ace Attorney take multiple hours, and the anime maybe takes like an hour, for some cases like 40 minutes to do the case. They do like 3 parters. It takes like an hour to solve the case. Like most people that play the games look at the anime and see it as something that's a lot worse after playing the games. But from my perspective, it's a bit different because I'm one of those very rare people that actually saw the Ace Attorney anime before either playing the games myself or even seeing people playing them. Besides the first game, because well, I saw Emmy play the Ace Attorney like first 4 cases, and then I watched the anime. So for season 2 and 3, like for game 2 and 3, I saw it off the anime instead of seeing it from the games first. And that gives me a different perspective. Going back and watching and looking at people play the cases in the video games. And I see like the point. But plus would be better. What were? I shall continue it soon. I also need to catch up the chat and play minigames. Now we parkour and eat cake. Let's go, we ate the cake! And the cases get loner in which one? When the snowball fight. Oh, I just killed 2 red people right there. Oh, I killed 3 red people. Oh, you're welcome. You're welcome, blue team. I just won you the entire game. I won the points there. Keep moving. Basically, just jump like this. So that way when you're jumping, you're not getting a bunch of speed. So you're perfectly fine. Like, the cases in the anime are a lot quicker. Knock everyone off. This one is just kind of random. I'm not gonna lie, this one is a bit random. Hey, I'm still alive. Not anymore. That one's a bit random, it's okay. The first one, which is like the tutorial, is only about 1 hour. Yeah, but in the anime, that one takes 1 episode. 1 20-minute episode. Like, all the cases in the anime are a lot smaller. Since you don't have the whole problem with having to investigate the witnesses, you don't have to investigate for all the crime scenes where the things are and find the contradictions, since Phoenix just finds them immediately because, well, we have an anime to run. So, like, when you watch the anime after playing the games, it makes it, like, lose a bit of what the games had. But from my perspective, like, I've seen, like, the people's opinions to the cases. And some cases I found are actually better in the anime. And basically what I gave as an example is Turnabout Big Top from the second game, the third case of the second game. From what I've seen online, pretty much everybody hates this case. Like, it's one of the most hated cases, Turnabout Big Top. And I've seen, like, the reasons, like, the places you explore, all the people that have to go to court, all the people you interact with, like, they're annoying, you do it too long, then they have to go to court, and, like, it's annoying because they have nothing important to say. And, like, in the anime itself, I didn't notice this, because in the anime, Turnabout Big Top is a whole lot better than it is in the games. Oh, let's go, I survived. Like, in the anime, a lot of the people that go to court in the game don't go to court. Like, you have your talks with them and discover the things you need to know simply by talking to them in the circus. And you don't have a lot of the annoying plot lines as well. Like, they cut that off in the show. A birch. Isn't this birch? This is birch. So Turnabout Big Top, when I watched the anime, because I watched the anime before playing the games, Turnabout Big Top, it wasn't exactly one of my favorite cases, but it was never a case I disliked. Like, I liked how the anime did it, and it was a good case. But then I watched the case on, like, the video games, and yeah, I can see why people don't like the case, but it's one of those things where, like, watching the anime first made me like Turnabout Big Top in the anime, because it's well done. They get rid of they don't give as much time to the boring characters. And since the case is speed up in the anime, it's actually good for this case. How did I know? No, I died. The last usually takes about 8 hours, true. Probably the anime has got some extra content, like persona and animation in the game. Of course, yeah, the anime has to animate every single detail, like every movement, while the game is a bit more static and things like that. So yeah, that's true. This is indeed a factual. Oh, I already know. That with Francesca von Karma, but you didn't play the game. Yeah, I didn't play the game. I didn't play the game. That's why I'm saying, like, it's one of those cases where the anime and the game, that anime isn't exactly worse than the game. There are cases that are done better in the anime, and there are cases that are done better in the game. Another case that I think is done better in the anime is just the one that... Oh, I still won! Oh, let's go. We did it. We win. Victory for us. We won the minor wear. It's like even the third one. The third one of like the Steel Samurai from the first game. I think the anime does it better. I think because in the game, they have the investigation be like 3 days of investigating and 3 days of court. Like you have that guy Cody for the second day, which like you see him there, you bring him the pictures, and then you bring him to court, and he needs like a chair, and then he cries at court. It's like that's not necessary. That takes too long. The third case does not need 3 days of investigation, 3 days of court. In the anime, they speed it up, and they make it so like it's only 2 days. So you meet Cody, and you have that deal with the Vasquez on the same day. So you only have 2 days of court case, and it makes the case a lot faster. Because, well, it doesn't need to be that long. That case is not plot relevant. The only thing that happens in that case, Edgeworth is slightly less of an asshole. Win the snowball fight. Oh, let's go. I immediately died. I didn't even get to spawn. Help. Wait, what? What? Who won? Who won? All 11 players failed. Oh, that's just fantastic. Orange. Someone already picked it. White. Oh, we're good. Somebody already picked that. Go away. I was thinking about the spin-off of the game. Wait, I lost? What? What did I lose? This is rude. Fly to the moon. Let's go. The spin-off of the game. What spin-off? Like, well, what do you mean the spin-off, Marcus? Yeah, but you need more content in the game. If it was made in 5 seconds, it would be boring. I mean, true, but like, there's a point where like, if you have too much content, it's there for no reason. It's like, the case only needs to be as long as it needs to be. Like, the Von Karma one, the big finale, is also 3 days. You have 3 days of investigation, and you have 3 days in court. Like, it's technically, by timeline's sake, as long as the Steel Samurai one, and it doesn't need to be. Like, the Von Karma one is perfect with 3 days. It fits the timing, and it fits like the point of the case. You get new information and new things of importance for all 3 days. So the anime also does 3 days for the Von Karma case. But the Steel Samurai one, it does not need to be as long as the Karma case. You're not dealing with anywhere near as amount of important twists or important stuff and things like that. It doesn't need to be that long. Jump. Hey, we're good. We're making it through the hole in the wall. We made it. So like, why did I just fall? This game is BS. It's BS. The great S. But one thing is watching, the other thing is playing. True. But yeah, I'm specifically talking about the perspective of watching. Because like, if I'm watching, I'm only caring about the story part. I'm only seeing this. It's kind of like a visual novel. I'm looking at the game. It's like I'm reading like a comic book or something like that. Enchant the correct item. Diamond Axe, Bane of Anthropods, and Vanishing. Okay. Bane of Anthropods, it's a Vanishing. How convenient. The Greatest Attorney Chronicles. I haven't seen that one yet. I saw the trailer, but like, I haven't seen like the gameplay of that one yet. I'll probably will if I have a ton of time and I'm still into Ace Attorney. I probably will. You showed me once, but I think yeah, no, Marcus, that's exactly what I'm saying. Von Karma absolutely needs more than 1 day. Von Karma having the 3 days is perfect. Especially then it switches to like Edgeworth, and proving Edgeworth is not the killer. Like, that case is one of the best cases in the series because it uses the time that it needs to use, and it uses it well. While the Steel Samurai one doesn't need as much time. It does not have that many things to cover. You only need 2 days to do it. It should only be a 2-day case instead of a 3-day one, while the Karma one is perfectly good at 3 days. It's one of the best ones, specifically because like, it's long, but it earns its length. The Steel Samurai one doesn't. and the anime shortens it up a bit. So that's another one that I feel the anime does better than the game. But then you have the other way around. There's definitely on the other way around, which is when you have a case that is much better in the game than it is in the anime. And I shall talk about those in just a second because my voice is dying. I haven't even really talked about the mini games that we're playing. My voice is just dying. I need to get to the top. No. Wait, I won that round. Of course I did. I was at the top. Let's go. Avoid the TNT explosions. We should be fine here. We're fine. Hey. I think we go until 8:30. I think we stand on the color. This one is just random. Red, blue, red, blue, red, blue. There's less on blue. Oh, I'm good at math. I'm good at math. Yes, but it's not a visual novel like Doki Doki Loki when you only see text and answer a few nice questions. Yeah, I know that. That's what makes that's what makes the game last like 9 hours per case and things like that, because you have to do a lot more things. I'm not saying that's a bad thing. I'm like, that time is fair. It's perfectly good. Like I said, for the Von Karma phase, like the Gant phase, like the extra DLC case, all the other finales, like they deserve to be that super long. Like they deserve it. I know it's not a strict visual novel that makes it take more time. But that's the point. That just makes it more obvious than, like, another way of saying it is like the Steel Samurai one feels like filler that isn't deserved. It feels like unneeded filler. That's more like the right word to it. Like it's filler that's padded out for way too long. It's a case that lasts too much time, like more than it should do, because they're padding out with things that aren't important to the story. While with Von Karma, every witness is important. Like you have Yanni Yogi, super important. You have Larry, he's important. You even have the parrot, he's super important to the story. While in both like Big Top and the Steel Samurai, you have a lot of witnesses that really don't add anything. Hey, I didn't win this. I didn't even finish in the top 3. That's okay. Deep. In Ace Attorney, you need to investigate, raise, talk to his talking, and I like the last one of the third. The last one of the third. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Maybe there are. In my opinion, I think the second game was harder. Like, absolutely. Like, the last case of the third. Oh, it's beautiful. Oh, it's beautiful. The last case of the third game. That's the one you're talking about? I was talking about the third case of the first game. Like the Steel Samurai one. The last case of the third game, it's one of the best in the series. It's absolutely the top 3. Solve the equation 7. And the thing is, that's one that's done perfectly in both the anime and the game. Like in the anime, the last case of the third one, can't stop sneaking. The last case of the third game in the anime is the longest case by a mile. It's like 7 or 8 episodes long for that case. It's almost like 3 hours of anime for the final case of the third game. That, like, even the finales of like the first game and the second game, they do not compare in length to what the anime did for the finale of the third game. And it's absolutely amazing. In the anime, the best case is 100% the finale of the third. Like, yeah, the finale, the last case of the third game is the best in the anime. They do not have that problem of rushing it at all. It is incredibly good. Except for the finale. The finale part with Godo, when you have to say that he's the killer, even though it's incredibly obvious that he's the killer, and it's like, we know it's self-defense, like, why are we even accusing him? That part's not done that well in the anime. But besides that, that's absolutely the best done case in the anime. Absolutely. Maybe they are, in my opinion. I think the second game was harder. I wasn't talking about difficulty, honestly. I don't really know. I haven't played the game, so I don't know about difficulty. I just watched. Wait for it. Sneak 10 times. Go, 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 go. Oh, I did it. I spammed the sneaky key. Fly through, fit through the hole in the wall. Alright, we've done this one. We've done this one. But what I was saying is that obviously there are other things. There's the opposite. I talked about cases that I felt were better in the anime than they were in the games. But there's also cases that after watching the games are much better in the games than they are in the anime. Like an example of this is the finale of the second one. Like the finale of the second game with like the whole Shelly the Killer and Madame Guard, like all of those ones where Maya's kidnapped and everything. Like in the anime, it's one of my favorite cases. Absolutely, it's one of my favorite cases. But and like when I watched only the anime and not the games, that I thought that was one of the best cases ever, and I thought it was just absolutely amazing and everything, and I didn't see anything wrong with it. For me, it was perfect. But then I looked at the games and saw like, oh wow, they skipped a lot of things. And in the game, the finale of the second game, like, oh, it's a lot better than what they did in the anime. Like Adrian Andrews, that whole backstory of Adrian Andrews. A lot of it is skipped in the anime or not shown correctly. So when I learned about that in the game, I was like, huh? They did not talk about this at all. In the anime, you don't really care about Adrian at all. It's like, eh? It's like, oh, it's like you realize that shit. It's like, oh, that's, oof, I got targeted. I got rudely targeted, okay? I got targeted, you see? But then you look at the games, it's like amazing. And in the games, obviously, because you're Phoenix Wright, it makes the decision of whether to protect Maya or to protect or give your defendant a guilty verdict a lot harder. Because in the game, you actually have to be the one to decide that. And even at the end of the game itself, Diamond, okay. And even at the game itself, you have to be the one that says to the judge whether this person gets guilty or not guilty. While in the anime, since Phoenix decides for it all himself, and decides the verdict himself as well, without your opinion being considered, it makes it a lot less impactful. In the anime, that case is a lot less impactful than it should be. Like, it's one of my favorite Ace Attorney cases, and it got even better when I saw how it was in the games. They left so much things out. But still, even the concept is just amazing. Because, like, when I was watching the series, like the anime, I kept being like, okay, so every time Phoenix defends someone, they're innocent. We already know. We even get told who the killer is, like, all the time. It's like, we have that whole situation. Can we just pick a color? Come on. No. No, I lost. This is rude. Colored floor. No, this is just ho ho ho. This is ho ho ho, but more complicated. Alright, we've got the whole part of this whole part of the map is ours. Ours, this is good. Alright, we're good here. We just steal all of this to ourselves. This is now ours. Don't mind me. This is all mine. Thank you. Thank you all very much. This is private property. Oh my god, second. And I win! Tied for first. I will take it. I will absolutely take it. Let's go back to the hub. Let's go back to the hub. I think Ace Attorneys should stay with Iris. Beck Maya. Oh yeah, the Iris twist. Yeah, the Iris twist in the anime, it did feel a little rushed. I do agree. In the anime, it felt a little rushed. In the game, it's done better. So yeah. And he's not gonna be with Maya. I mean, like, bruh, Phoenix is like in his 30s when Maya's like a kid. Not 30s, but like 20s when Maya's like an 8-year-old or something. Like, Phoenix is not being with Maya in any way. Maya is way too young for Phoenix. So yeah, Phoenix goes with someone you'll probably be like with Maya or something. I don't know. Hey, like not with Maya, not with Maya, with Iris or someone. Who knows? I don't remember. I don't remember. I don't remember if Phoenix got married in Apollo Justice. Because I know Trucy is technically Phoenix's adopted kid, but I don't remember if Phoenix ever got married. They usually put extra scenes in the anime. That is true. The anime, Marcus, has an entire new case. It has an entire anime original case, which was one of my favorites. It was up there with the three finales. It was my fourth favorite case in the anime. And then I found out it was anime exclusive. I wanted to see that game and that case in the game so badly because it was so cool. And then like Edgeworth does so many cool things. But then you realize it's only anime exclusive and you're like, no. But it's such a cool case. It really is. Yes, you decided. I think you would put not guilty. No, he's guilty. No, he's 100% guilty. He's guilty because like I spent like the entire, especially because I spent like the entire series until like coming to that season 2 finale, being like, man, I mean Phoenix is great and all, but every time he just defends clients that are always innocent, so there's no suspense. You don't get to see Phoenix evolve as a character because he never has to defend the client that's actually guilty. But then you get to that case, and you realize the client is actually guilty, and I'm like, oh my god, this is amazing. The premise of this is fantastic. What is Phoenix going to do? Is Phoenix actually going to lose? Is Phoenix actually going to stop believing this client? Is Phoenix going to somehow prove a guilty convict of being innocent? Like the concept of that finale, even without the kidnapping, is fantastic. Having your client be guilty, 100% amazing. So, and that part with Francesca and Edgeworth was something else. True. To be a child of Francesca, I liked her. Lux! Hi, Lux. Hello. We are here. We are doing Minecraft. Welcome to the stream. We've been streaming for like 2 hours. We're like in the latter parts of the stream, but you know, we're just finding out ways of like ending it in a way, because like I feel like I'm gonna go for like 13 more minutes and then I'll finish the stream, because you know that will be like 2.5 hours. It'll be a good time. Why did I leave the server? I don't know. Let's do Skywars. Let's do CubeCraft Skywars. I feel like that's a good way to spend the rest of the time. But hi, Lux. How are you feeling from winning tournament of top for top? How are you feeling? It's been 2 days. How has it been since you have won and become the champion? Has it been nice? Phoenix becomes homeless. In the fourth case? Yeah, like in the fourth game. Yeah, he loses his badge, all that stuff. The fourth game is straight up amazing. I would have loved to see in the fourth game get an anime adaptation of that as well. Because the fourth game is just fantastic. Like that whole story and Phoenix just being absolutely in control. Oh, it's fantastic. The first and the fourth case are some of the best in the series. Ah, okay. I am in lava. Oh, hello, human. Go away. Oh, that one didn't fall in knockback. I'm still in lava. Ah, killed one. Very good. I killed one. Ah, reading is cool and so is talking. But you love winning. I do love winning. And getting him to have guilty is still a winning in the end. Never saw the fourth game. Well, you should. Like, it's on YouTube. The fourth, fifth, and even the sixth game, they're all very cool. And the fourth case, like Marcus, the first case is always like the shorter. So like if anything, go watch on YouTube the first case of the fourth game. It's literally amazing. Phoenix is just fantastic in that case. He just carries it. You see Phoenix being outright amazing. It's like the smartest you ever see. Ah! It's like the smartest you ever see Phoenix be. You see, I got knocked off the void there. It wasn't my fault, Lux. It wasn't my fault. I am still the amazing PvPer that you won with. Yes, like Saturday. Yeah, don't worry. Hey. We're going to win. It's gonna be okay, everybody. We've got this. You see, if Conehead can do it, so can we. We're gonna do great. I'm seeing the spin-off. Oh, the Great Chronicles. Yeah, it's a new game, so that's fair enough. But when you can, go check out that first case of Apologize. It's a lot smaller, so I think in like half an hour you can probably be done with it, with seeing it on YouTube. And it's definitely not going to be a waste of your time. It's just fantastic. This person is throw a potion. Alright guys, let's do our tactical strategy of bow spam. If it worked in the event, it works here too. We don't need to melee. Well, we tried. You have bread. You do have steak. It's close enough. Pick up the water. Fire protection, that's not really any better, but you know, it's shining, and shining means scary. The opponents get slightly frightened, clearly, when they see something be shiny. Now this is a chain chestplate, it's already a bit better. A compass, projectile, let's go. Technically it's not new, it was first released in Japan in 2017. Yeah, I know, because people were like really excited for it to be translated and stuff, and be localized. And now it has. And people don't have to use translations that are fan-made. Doop, doop. Got him. And there's like also an option, if I remember correctly from the trailer. Oh, let's go! Oh, that was cool! That was really cool! Oh, come on. You both gotta admit that was a cool punch. That was very cool. I just pulled that off. What? How did I just do that? Oh, that was cool. That was just... Oh, we're good. This is the game. This is the game. I just clutched it up twice. Oh, let's go. Guess we can go up. Deep, deep. Sir, you have been standing up here for too long. You've got to come down, I tell you. It's just not healthy. Now, how do I break this? Wait. I'm coming up slowly, I tell you. I'll be up there soon. Oh, I guess that helps. I'm up there now. Okay, the person is down there. So let me just water bucket. Oh, not even close. I'm still very good at this. Let's do the axe. Hey. See? And now back to bow spamming. When in doubt, you bow spam because that's what I'm good at. Place blocks. No. I'm out of airs. Run. I'm out of air. No. We tried. We tried. We clutched up well. We had 2 good clutches there. I've given Persona 4 Golden to Emmy and bad things happened to her. What do you mean, Marcus? What do you mean? Steve, this is rude. I have to say, you shooting arrows at me like this is rude. Very rude, Steven. I legit just spawned and the Steve was shooting arrows at me very rudely. At least she's enjoying with WD. Hey, she's enjoying the game. I'm glad she's enjoying the game with WD. That is very good. He was camping. Yeah, this is true. That Steve was very rude in camping, but it's okay. We made it to the middle now. Oh, and this is when we're gonna win. Don't worry. All the clutches, they're all for this singular game. No one can stop us. At all. I'm sure we will be 100% fine. And no one will be able to kill us. And we're just gonna shoot this guy. And it's gonna go great. See, everyone's still alive, including me. I got none of those kills. Like 2 people just die there, but I'm gonna just say that they were both my kills. That's why I won. Aw. Eh. I need food. You have food? You don't have food. Sir, do you have food? I'm gonna shoot at you, so maybe you give me food. Yes. Hey, I actually got it. Hey, give me food. Give me food. Give me food. All according to plan. I was going to get food from this human, and now I'm back. I got gapples. I mean, that counts as food. Technically, yeah. Ooh, a lava bucket. Yes. Lava buckets are cool. Egg. No, we still got all of our speed potions, so if it comes down to it, we should be fine. Shoot him. Shoot him. Shoot him. Shoot him. Shoot him. Shoot him. I'm out of arrows. No! Alright, guys, we are fine. We're gonna just come in and smack him a little bit, and we did it. It's all good. Persona is one single player. Oh, I'm glad you're enjoying it regardless then. They can both be single playering it up time at a time. Oh, there's only one person left. Let's go! Where are you? At the other side of the map. I'll be there soon, buddy! Speed. It's got a diamond chestplate. So do I. I play UHC! Oh, wasn't... Oh, that was an amazing fight. I have to tell you all, I worked hard for that kill. It was incredibly intense for all sense of and purposes. I mean, technically it has a few features in multiplayer, but still. I understand, Marcus. I understand. Like I was going back in the earlier conversation, the case that most suffers from, like, being badly done in the anime, but somehow being good in the game. Persona 4 is so great, and I'm playing a second time. The game takes about 70 hours. Oh. That's definitely a very long game. I'm glad you're enjoying it then. For a game to be that long, you really have to enjoy it. So I'm glad you are. Oh, this guy has good armor. Well, I'm sure the Void will appreciate the armor. Hello. Can I get the armor now? I want your boots. Preferably also the bow. It would be good. So if you would just kindly be stabbed by my sword, it would be appreciated. One more hit. Let's go. Oh, this is a nice sword. Get the boots. And eat food. Eating food is also very important. Deep, deep, deep. Longer than Yakuza. Oh, okay. It's definitely a long game. And I'm glad you are enjoying it. It's definitely value for money. When you have a long game like that, it's good. It's value for money. You can play it for hours. So it's good for the money you spend. Hey, I'm getting comboed. I don't appreciate. I do not appreciate of this combo. I'm going to leave. Goodbye. Oh, I got stabbed. Alright. Let's play one more round. One more round, and then I think we will end the stream on Leon by flexing our champion rank. Lux, if you are still there, you can also flex your champion rank. Isn't that nice? Oh, it is. We can both go on Leon and flex the champion ranks. I hope you had fun in tournament for top up thingy. Lux, I really hope. Why did I only get boots and a helmet? No. This isn't good for a last round. Okay, we got this, we got this. We got this. I still only really have... Okay, the boots are enchanted this time, which is good. Oh, is this gonna have a chest plate? No, it's not. It's not gonna have a chest plate. But we move to middle. We pop speed so we can build a bit faster to compensate for the fact that we are not speed bridgers like Lux. And like this, we are middle. Does this have a chest plate? No. Chest plates! Chest plates? No, it's also not a chest plate. It's prot. That's good. Prot protection is good. Does this have a chest plate? It does. We did it, guys. Our quest for the chest plate has been fulfilled. But yeah, before I end the stream, like finishing off that topic of Ace Attorney cases which are better in the game than they are in the anime. You have Turnabout Recipe, or whatever the name is, which is the one where you go up against the Furio Tigre mob boss person that apparently like he role plays as you, he pretends to be you, and then loses a case, and then he looks nothing like you, and things like that. But like in the anime, that was for me the worst case. In all the cases of the anime, that was the one I liked the least. Like if I had to make a list of Ace Attorney cases based on anime alone, that would be at the bottom. But then I look at like the opinions of people that play the games, and Turnabout Recipe, or if that's the name, like the third case from the third game, like it's pretty high up. They put it on like the top half of the cases they enjoy, and they put it like higher than both Big Top and Samurai. And for me, watching the anime, it makes no sense because the characters in the anime are terrible. Furio Tigre and like the plot line of him pretending to be Phoenix Wright makes zero sense. He looks nothing like Phoenix. He sounds nothing like Phoenix. The case, it made no sense to me in the anime. And he just did not seem like a threat at all. But then what I see from people talking about the case in the game is that apparently the characters are fun in the game. Like in the anime, the characters are just annoying. They're worse than Big Top. The old man, the person that owns the cafe restaurant thing, like they're all terrible. But in the game, there's apparently good characters, and if you wouldn't get to meet like these robot people with like the Scouters, because in the anime they're never introduced or talked about at all, from what I remember. At least I don't remember them. And if I don't remember them, that's kind of worse than they not showing up at all. But apparently in the game itself, apparently also Furio Tigre is also more challenging in the court. Like for some reason, him being a kind of a parody Yakuza makes him hard to beat and makes the judge be a lot harsher on you. The anime can't really depict that. So in the anime, he doesn't have any intimidation. He just is annoying. So that's the biggest case of a case being a lot better in the game than it was in the anime. They messed up that case incredibly in the anime, because I did not like that at all. And apparently in the games, people just do not have the same problems, which is good. Alright, so since this is the final game, I need to stab this person, but this person is not coming to me, which is a problem, because if I come to them, they might shoot me off. I can read the chat. Oh, I shut up. I mean, Yakuza 0 is longer if you want to do 100%. 100% is just too long. It's just too long. Nobody does the 100%. But I have no patience. Oh, you're in Upwards Land. Am I? Oh, because of the whirlwinds. Oh, good job, Marcus. Good job. That's very true. Oh, I know that one. That one from the tiger? Yeah, and I guess it's that one from the front of the restaurant. I enjoy that a lot. Yeah, that's what I've heard. That's what I've heard from people like talking about the games. They like that case, but they dislike Turnabout Big Top. And for me, like when I watched the anime, it was the complete different opinion. It was the complete opposite. Like the one in the restaurant was for me the worst case in the show, in the entire series. And the one in Turnabout Big Top was just kind of meh. It was alright. I didn't have any bad feelings about it. But in the games, apparently it's the other way around. So it's cool how there's this kind of duopoly of like cases that are better in the games and cases that are better in the show, which is cool. I'm gonna just start building up here just so I can get a better shot on him, because, you know, on the positive side, clearly this guy is watching the stream, Marcus, because he wants the stream to continue. Since this is gonna be the last game, we have to keep going until this guy dies. So the longer he camps out, the longer the stream goes on. He is poking at the hole. You see, when I'm playing here, my bow accuracy, oh, fantastic. But then I stream tournament for top, and it rains like heck, and I miss all my bow shots. It's like, why? Why did I perform so badly at bowing? I am sad. I mean, we ended up winning, and I got 12 kills. But still, all I can think about was how bad I did at bowing. See, that's some perfectionist takes right there. Shot him. I have no idea which parts he's at. That would be good to know. He's got better armor than me by having the diamond pants. But yeah, finishing up this talk about tournament for top, since I probably won't be talking about it until either the next stream or until I make the highlights video on it, or again, just when somebody tells me to talk about it, that also works. It's just like, yeah, it was very fun. We were designed, we were made to beat Pika team, and we did it. Together, we showed the world what we could do. You were next to me, and I was next to you, pulling on through until the battle was won. It's just all there is. This is quite this kind of annoying. This fight is a little bit annoying, but it's okay. Arrow fight and about the tulips. This is true. There. Oh, yeah, the tulips also lag a little. You're not the only one with lava. We won. Yeah, the tulips, like all the flowers, also made it lag a little bit. But we won. So let's go on Leon over here for one last time this stream. As we flex our champion plus rank or champion plus 2 rank, and we're going to go up here. And why? Because I need to find out when the next stream is. So while we're ending the stream, I'm gonna go look and see when the next stream is, because I don't know. I currently do not know. I have actually not checked. You put the cube when you were going to fall. I did indeed put the cube when I was going to fall. That was very clutch. I clutched with the cube. Hi. Let me look at when the next stream will be. When is this? Okay, so now you'll flex every time you enter land. Pretty much. This one's on the 20th, so that's still, is that even next week? No. Okay, that's the week after the next week. So we'll know that there's a stream the week after this week. Let's keep looking. Hey, I'm purple on Discord. This is nice. Hi. Hi, Shadow K. We're about to end, but welcome. The VOD of the stream is going to immediately be posted on YouTube as soon as the stream ends. So don't worry about missing it. But hi, Shadow K. You've got a nice Hypixel logo. Leon is UHC only? Yes, you are purple. This is nice. Leon is UHC and it has FFA. You can PvP. You can go in here and you can stab people. I am the 5th person with the most kills simply because I've been training so much. The past 2 weeks I've just been training there on that place. It's been a fun time. I need to fly again. I must fly to show superiority and go over here. Alright, so that one's on the 20th. This one doesn't have a date yet. This one is apparently on the 14th. Oh, if this is in the 14th, then it will be. This is nice. But this one has a poll going on right now, so I don't know if it will stay the 14th. That is complicated. This one is August the 21st. Oh, that's one day after the 20th. That does make it a bit better. That'll mean there will be 2 streams that week. How about this one? When is this? I need to know. I need to know the dates. Why do these Discords make it so hard to find the dates?
It doesn't tell me the dates. It does not tell me the date on this one. I don't know. I don't know when the date on that one is. But oh well. And I think that is everything, right? Okay, so I think it really is that one on the not 20th, the one of the 14th. One in Leon server? No. Uh, Levi Pog, I'm fixing something. Can you join FFA or something? Oh, let's go, guys. We're gonna end the stream. We're going to end the stream by helping the server devs. Isn't this nice? We are wholesome. One Leon server? No. No, because unfortunately there's no events planned out yet. Those tend to be pretty rare. I don't know, like we're in August. The last event before this was in June. So I don't know. Give it 2 months, and we'll probably have another UHC event charity thing on Leon. But for now, it's back to 1.8. So if I'm correct, the next stream will be August the 14th, which is on Saturday at 3 p.m. EST. If it changes, because they're saying here also August 15th, then I will tell you. If you go on August 14th and there isn't a stream, well, there is an August 15th. But the planned date is on August 14th. Saturday is the next UHC stream at 3 p.m. EST American time and 8 p.m. Portuguese time. So there you go. One in Leon, Nessa for staff. Oh, I mean, I'm helping the staff do the stuff with the server. Isn't this great? I am back. Isn't this cool? I did it. Hi. Thank you all for watching, everybody. Thank you, Kat. Thank you, Marcus. Thank you, Shadoki. Thank you, Lux. Thank you, everybody else that was here. Thank you, like Katie and somebody else that joined here for Theo as well. And bye-bye. Bye-bye, humans. We got UHC GrandMaster 5. Goodbye. I'm not grinding it anymore. If I do non-UHC streams, I'll probably do something else that's not UHC Duels, but I'll think about it when I think about it. Maybe even do tell me why, like I said. Bye-bye. Thank you for the stream. Thank you for being here. Bye-bye.